I don't know about you. I do not know about you. But I love that beat. When that beat comes in and I see people with passports, some of the most famous people throughout Black history, showcasing passports and relocating to other countries, such as Tina Turner did, man, that keeps me motivated. That keeps me going. I'm living in another country and I'm motivated to go to another country. Shout out to you guys. This is Wednesday night. This is actually Love Crossing Borders, Andre and Andre. I'm your host, Andre, your girl, Andre, hanging out with her friends this evening. Nothing wrong with that, hanging out with some good friends. Tonight's topic, PNC. PNC. Colombia versus the United States. It's going to be a showdown. This is going to be a showdown. This is for all the marbles, all the kits and the caboodle that you can handle. I see so many guys come down here to Colombia because of the PNC. I said it. You were in the United States like I was. You were experiencing PNC like I did. And after PNC, and you got that clarity, you realize it wasn't even worth what I was dealing with in the United States. But then here in Colombia, if you do it right, that PNC is wonderful. That PNC, what you see, that clarity that you get after PNC, well worth your dollars or your time or your energy. We're going to talk about that tonight because that's a serious topic. Because some guys come down here to Colombia and they have PNC and they get bad experiences. Bad. It ain't worth. I ain't going back to Colombia. It just ain't worth it. I'm going back to the United States where I can experience PNC the way that I'm used to. We got 20 people in the building. Make sure all 20 of you people click that like button. I'm about to go into the topic tonight. We're going to talk about 7 areas. 7 areas of the United States versus Colombia versus Brazil versus Thailand versus Japan versus Mexico versus the West when it comes to post-nut clarity. You done busted, you done released it, and all of a sudden you become clear when it comes to your thinking and your behavior. And when you are in the States, after you done busted, you mad at yourself 50% of the time. And you trying to come up with a way of how to get out of her house, get out of her bed, get away from her kids, not dealing with her debt, not dealing with her bragging about her degrees, her family members, not bragging about that she own this house, this is my house, you ain't got to stay if you don't want to, not dealing with this female talk about, so you ain't gonna take me to that 5-star restaurant after I done gave you this coochie. You ain't got to deal with none of that. No more of dealing with that post-nut clarity in the States. If you do still smashing chicks in the States, and you going through post-nut clarity thinking about Colombia, you need to be in Colombia. If you going through PNC, I said it, in Japan, or if you're in the States and you're thinking about Japan, you need to be working your way and doing what you need to do to get to Japan. If you're a dude that's in the States and you smash a bad one in the States, you broke up back, I'm talking about them legs shaking. I'm talking about them legs shaking. Like this her first time ever busting a good one. And after you get done with her, you don't even feel proud. You feel like, I wish I was in DR. You need to be in DR. We're going to talk about that because that's a serious topic. Some of you brothers are still holding back on life, holding back on opportunity, holding self back because you are dealing with the post-nut clarities. In other words, you are with women in the United States, and at the end of the day, when you get done busting, are they worth their grain of salt after you bust? Are the women in Thailand worth their grain of salt after you bust? From what I hear, I hear some good things. What about women in Brazil? After you done bust that good one, I'm talking about a tear roll. You try to hold that tear back and your eyes glazing like Krispy Kreme and that tear just rolling down your cheek because you got your head laid back. You got your head up in the air. After you done bust that good one, are Brazilian women still worth their grain of salt? Remember, at one point in time, salt was actually used as an economic tool. It was a form of currency. That's where the term comes from. Is it worth its grain of salt? Because salt was so rare at one point in time, and still is, but it was so rare that it was used as money, currency. Is that woman in Brazil, after you done bust a good one, is how she treats you after you done busted, after you get post-nut clarity? Is she worth it? Are the women in Colombia, after you done bust a good one, how does she treat you afterwards? Is it worth it? We're going to talk about 7 areas, United States versus Colombia, when it comes to having post-nut clarity. Maybe the United States is better. Maybe you get treated after you done bust a good one. Maybe you get treated better in the United States. Maybe your woman has lost that weight. Maybe she doesn't have an attitude. Maybe she is on your team. Maybe she is a supporter, an encourager. Maybe she is after you done bust that nut. You don't need to go nowhere. I'm with you, brothers. There are many brothers in the States, they happy than a money with their woman back home in the States. I ain't mad at you. But for those of us, after we done bust many a nut in the United States, afterwards, you still ain't happy, you need to be using a passport. This conversation, this is a public service announcement real quick, guys. This conversation is for serious seekers only. Let me say that again. After I drink some of the green juice, Andrea left me before she left. She makes me fresh green juice with celery and what is it? Celery, lettuce. It's all green foods. Bell peppers, all type of stuff in here. Her goal is to keep her man healthy for a long time. I mean, this is serious. This is for serious seekers only. If you're seeking for somebody serious in DR, this is for you. This conversation is for you, bro. This channel is for you for real. If you seeking somebody serious in Brazil, you like, I done had my time, I done had my fun, I done did the pay for play thing, I done went through a few brothels, strip clubs. Okay, cool. We all been there. Come on, let's be real, fellas. You in Japan, you done smashed a few nicey-niceys and you done paid for it. Cool, nothing wrong with that. I got you. But there comes a time where you become a serious seeker. You like, you know what? I want at least, you ain't looking for nobody to marry. You ain't doing like I did. You ain't looking for a boo, but you're looking for somebody that's at least on your team when you come to that country. You a serious seeker. I became a serious seeker. I became serious about the type of women that I wanted in Colombia. I said, okay, I'm moved out here. Okay, cool. I want somebody serious. No more just having fun. No just party girls. No more just being with the scammer chicks. No more just being with the pay for play. Okay, I'm a serious seeker. This conversation tonight is for you, brothers. Serious seekers. If you ain't a serious seeker, you ain't gonna get none of what I'm talking about. You might as well just sit back and be entertained. Be entertained. Because if you still on fuck boy stuff, I promise you, bruh, you ain't gonna catch what I'm talking about. I promise you that. You ain't gonna get none of what I'm talking about. If you still on effery, you ain't gonna catch what I'm talking about. It's gonna go in one ear out the other. I got you. Have fun tonight. Get you something to drink, get you some warm milk, sit back, chill, and watch Andre talk to the serious seekers. But if you serious, brothers, I got your mother back. Let's get started. We got my man Charles in the building. He said that fire intro gonna be a good one tonight. Party people. Party people. Party people. Stefano's in the building. Hola, mi gente. My people. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to my man Stefano. My man XL Pro's in the building as well. Shout out. We're going to move up fast to my man Black Newbie. And them Canadian boys are at it again, Ma. They're at it again. Shout out to my man Black Newbie, man. We got a good one tonight, bro. We got us a good one tonight. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. All right, we're gonna scroll back up to my man. We went to XL Pro, Iman in the building. He's representing. Salute to you, brother, as well. Salute to you as well. Dale is in the building. What's up, fam? What's up? I'm liking that shirt color. I had a shirt on this today, that color. Shout out to them. My man Thomas is in the building. Shout out to Thomas. He said, what's up, good people? He said, I can't wait to get into the facts of this topic. Dre be on one. Spin the facts, my brother. He said, I got my notepad standing by. That's how I am. Pen and paper in hand. You guys think I be playing, man. I kid you not. When I'm on somebody else's channel, I mean this from the bottom of my heart. When I'm on somebody else's channel, I'm listening and I'm taking notes. That's why I don't get emotional. Oh, you're wrong. No. I'm taking notes. Because as soon as they get done talking, I'm going to break down what they just said. So you said this, that, and this, and you said this, that, and this. And am I correct? Okay, I'm just paraphrasing. But however, and then I'll just run down what they said. I keep pen and paper. Yes, I do. Shout out to my brother, the pen and paper crew. All right, big ups to everyone. We got 43 people in the building. Click that like button. I like you. Make sure you like us too. Make sure you like my boy Jay by making sure that you subscribe to his channel. By the way, guys, we need one more subscriber to hit 7,000. 7,000 on this channel. We're already at 122,000 on the other channel, and we are at almost 45, almost 2,500 on Andrea's channel, and then we got Travel and Rival coming up behind. So make sure you guys subscribe to my man Jay Fleming. He's always down. He's actually down here now. I got to catch up with you. There's a few of you brothers down here now. I just dropped the brother off from the airport, man. And got him to his Airbnb, got him something to eat, got him to the money exchange. And now hanging out with you guys. Shout out to my man Los in the building. Make sure you guys subscribe to Los Crypto Kings channel. If you guys don't mind, if any of you guys don't mind, make sure you drop Los's channel as well as Jay Fleming's channel into the comments so we all can subscribe together. Make sure we support Black male content. Los, we got a ton of compliments and words of encouragement from Facebook, from YouTube. Shout out to everybody that's watching on Facebook right now. From Facebook and YouTube, the WhatsApp groups, emails from guys that were really encouraged from all the knowledge that you and Joey shared last week when it comes to investing in crypto for beginners and giving us heads up on some of the things that are coming down the turnpike when it comes to cryptocurrency. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you very, very much for sharing with the world all the knowledge that you have on this topic. And if you guys want some more knowledge, make sure you subscribe to that man's channel, Crypto King. Smashing a random PNC hits. Yes, it does. All of a sudden, you're disgusted with yourself. I've been there a couple times. Like, what the? PNC is work. It hits me faster. It was hitting me faster than getting sober. If I had a drink, I didn't get sober as fast as PNC. I'm like, what the? I mean, one time I had, dude, y'all know I always got a story. I'm smashing some chick I just met at a club, right? Go to her crib. I beat it up. Go to the crib. She passed out sleep. I'm like, is she gonna wake up? I'm like, man, I can't lock her door, so I just closed the door, right? But the universe was working with me. Check it out. I get to the house. I got my little female, my little maney man. I get to the house about 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm comfortable. I'm ready to watch. I can't sleep. I'm ready to watch some television, right? I'm wondering, why is the television so dang blurry? What is wrong with this television? I forgot my glasses over the chick house that I just met not even an hour ago. So now I got to sneak my happy ass back out of the bed, drive to the other side of the city before sun come up. Fortunately, remember I said she went to sleep drunk, so her front door was still open. I'm doing a B&E in somebody's house I just smashed. She could have met me with a gun, pistol, knife, baseball bat, any item that was blunt. I walked right past her, still pissy drunk on the bed, butt naked, full of enjoyment. Grab my glasses, make it back to the house just in time for my girl to roll over. Hey, baby. Hey, boo. What you do? Watching movies. I ain't seen a commercial, at least long. Watched the whole dang movie. Boy, that post-nut clarity, that'll help you out in many a day. Many a day. I was like, wait a minute. My glass. Oh, and I knew the chick was about to, she already told me, she said, well, I'm flying out tomorrow. I'll be gone for 3 weeks. So that's what hit me while I'm laying in bed. I'm like, I can't leave my glasses there for 2 weeks. And then my girl gonna wake up, she can be like, where your glasses at? Where you been? Where you done left your glasses? So I ain't need to hear all that. So your boy had to go ahead, shoot on back, pull me a Starsky and Hutch for all you old heads, and get up out of there like Beretta. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Yeah. Before I was going through Hill Street Blues. Oh, you young heads would have never got what I just said. Shout out to Charles. That PNC is a beast. Tevin's in the building. Shout out to you. Stay healthy. It's an important aspect of a healthier lifespan. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. My man is in Roddy Jack. Road Jack. I'm trying to get it, brother. In a week, I'll be in Cali for the first time. Yeah, brother just came down here today, his first trip to Colombia. Hey, hit me up, brother. Let me know. Shoot me your email. If you got my phone number, hit me up as well. Hey, man, it's a lot of you brothers coming down this week for the first time. Be careful out here. The one thing that's going to be going on is the festival next week. But the other thing out there, the scammers coming out, the female scammers going to be coming down here from other cities trying to scam you, as well as the dudes that's going to be trying to pull up on the motos and trying to get you. So be careful out here. I got a partner. He just got today. He's been down here 100 times. Just got today. And what happened in the community, in our neighborhood? Nobody does anything over here in our neighborhood. He was walking to the mall, not even 2 blocks from the mall. Dude pulls up on a motorcycle, pretends like he's on his cell phone. My boy's spidey senses take off. Guys, trust your spidey senses. His spidey senses take off. But he ain't trust him. He keep walking. As soon as he get close enough to the dude pull that thing out. Let me get that, player. Let me get that. Made him lay on the ground until he pulled off. Guys, be careful. Be careful, because these dudes realize that they don't have to just be in the other zones anymore. They don't necessarily have to be in the poor zones. They are riding their bikes all the way over here to try to get us. So be careful. I'm not saying that Cali is bad and it's all over the city, because I know how you dudes like to run with stuff, because they teach us how to fear in the United States. But I'm just saying, be a little careful. That's why I want everybody to meet somebody when you come down here. I'm going to say that again. When you come down here, if I introduce you to somebody, y'all need to exchange numbers. I'm not talking about after we get done drinking. I'm not talking about after we get done hanging out. I'm talking about like right then and there. Exchange numbers. Have somebody you chopping it up with. Because right now my partner is hanging out with another one of our partners. That's how I found out. The other partner say, hey, you talk to so-and-so? Man, they got his cell phone. That's why I hadn't talked to him. So guys, come down, have fun. Don't be scary, because it's not that type of party. But just be careful. And let's continue to text each other, look out for each other, because we all had a good time last year. No incidences. Everything was fine. Nobody came close to an incident. And I only told you that story for today. from today to just give you guys a heads up, and we watch each other's back. Chess King in the building. Medellin for the past 2 months. There's almost no such thing as serious here. And you know what? That's what I've been hearing too. I know some guys that are in serious relationships, but yeah. All right. You say, Jay says, I've been having so much fun out here in Cali. What day are you going to the festival? I'll be letting you guys know. The festival starts on Wednesday. So I'll be letting you guys know what days I'll be going to the festival. I know on Friday I got to drop Andrea off for her spiritual retreat. I think it's Friday or Saturday. But other than that, the other days of the festival, because the festival is from Wednesday to Sunday. So we're gonna have some fun. I'm talking about this. It's gonna be fun. I wouldn't be surprised if my boy DJ Chisel pops up. Jamon's in the building. Say, what's up, big bro Andre, and the chat room, chat family. This is my journey. I like that title. He said, I'll be in Cali starting the 15th. Yes, let me know, guys. Let me know. Anybody that needs a ride from the airport, hit me up. There is a fee. It's not too much. I usually take, like I said, I usually take you to the money exchange. Then I take you to go get something to eat. Then I take you to the grocery store so you get some snacks and some bottled water. Then I take you to the Airbnb. The only days, remember this, guys, this is very important. The only day that I am not able to drive, because we can't, is on Tuesdays. Here in Colombia, there's a day that everybody must park their car, protecting the ozone layer and air pollution, things like that. So everybody has to park their car on a different day. Ours used to be on a Friday, then it moved to a Monday for 6 months. Now it's on a Tuesday. So if you're flying in on a Tuesday, your boy can't help you. But other than that, hit me up on the email, and I'll be able, we'll schedule to pick some of you guys up, like I just picked up the brother today from the airport. And I'll also have a list of 4 drivers. So just in case you guys can't catch it with me, shoot me an email. I have a list of 4 reputable drivers that a lot of guys use down here, and they're very good at what they do if you're just looking for a driver. And drivers in Colombia are not expensive. Shout out to my man T. Deshaun in the building. Them California boys at it again. Shout out to you for the super chat, brother. The $5 super chat. Hope everything is great with you. Me and my man hung out while he was down here. We had a good time too. So I look forward to eventually seeing you again, man. I hope everything's going great where you are on the side of the United States, the West Coast boys. Blade Runners in the building as well. Shout out to you. As well as oh man, see you guys with your names, man. Aqua. Simaku. I hope yes, I'm destroying it. Yes, brother, and I am destroying it. Forgive me. Blame my head, not my heart. Blade Runners in the building as well. Shout out to you, brother. Thank you for always supporting the channel, man. I really appreciate that. And my favorite YouTube title of all time, The African Wolf. Let's get ready to rumble. Bruh, this is a great topic, man. I'm telling you. That PNC clarity in the States is completely different than here in Colombia. Some dudes are with women today because of the post-nut clarity. Some of us are not with women today because of the post-nut clarity. Some dudes are stuck in the States that should be living in Italy right now. But because she caused him to bust so good, he stayed in the States. That was his clarity. How many times have we seen dudes post-nut clarity cause them to get 3 jobs for a female, cause them to marry a woman that he shouldn't have been married to, cause the dude to have kids that he shouldn't even have kids by? He didn't bust, and his clarity was for him to go back in. To where our clarity was, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna hit this again. I don't think I'm gonna do this one again. I'm just saying. Old school references. Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Those that are of age, if you know, you know. In the words of Pablo Frescobar, if you know, you know. My man is in the building. You finally caught the live? You guys, okay, let's see. Ches the way. Hope I pronounced that correctly. Or cheap. It's not Ches. It's not cheese. It's Ches. Or Chaos. Oh, man. See, y'all dudes, man. Y'all be coming, dude. Hey, forgive me for being a wrecking ball on the names. We got 61 in the building. Make sure we get all 61. You guys click the like button for us. That invites other individuals to the live stream. The Art of Will. My man with all the sayings. My man that got the best Star Wars references. Her PSMV sinks faster than Lizzo in quicksand. You stupid. Oh, shout out to you, Will. That was a good one. Oh, man. Stay away from certain surroundings. Yeah, you do. Guys, sometimes if it's only a few blocks, you might have to just take an Uber for it to be safer. Because I know he probably was on his way to a mall. Guys often hear me say, well, I never had an incident. I'm going to tell you something. A lot of the reason why I don't have an incident, shout out to, I knew he was going to be here. I just talked him up. I'm on my way down there, Island Boy. DJ Shizzle. Some of the reasons why nothing happens to me is I'm not stupid. I know because I have a vehicle that I could jump in and jump out of. I'm usually in safe parking areas, things like that. I know that I have a upper hand on the average person that's not from here. I'm not jumping out of a taxi. I'm jumping out of my own vehicle so I can kind of like look around. I can park in areas that I know that are safer. So I'm not stupid. But I do want you guys to be a little wiser when it comes to just look around your surroundings, you know. And like he said, he was at the dude was pulled up to a corner. You just think that's just a regular motorcycle pulling up to a corner looking both ways. He pulled out his cell phone, maybe looking for directions. That's what you're thinking. All of a sudden, from the cell phone to a you know, one of them things. So you got to be careful. But don't get it twisted. Oh, do not get it twisted. Because I've been watching the headlines in the United States, and y'all just been on a robbing spree. Y'all will rob anything, man, y'all will rob a snowman of a carrot in his nose. In the United States right now, man, y'all robbing people of chairs to hit people with. Man, in the United States, they robbing people of dreams and hopes of dreams. I've seen so much theft footage, man. Boy, the homeless in the United States is a completely different breed of homeless. Homeless with artilleries. I done lost everything but my gats. That's the United States. So let's not sit back and like, oh my God, it's dangerous in Colombia. I'm going to DR. Man, listen, I've been looking at them headlines in the United States. Man, it's not a chair that's safe anywhere in the United States. If you are a folding chair, born and raised in the United States, you are in trouble. All the folding chairs. Shout out to my man Jay. What's up, everybody in the building? Representing DJ Chisel. This is why I was talking about might pop up. Because I know Chiz. Chiz will just pop up from out of nowhere. So I wouldn't be surprised if Chiz say, I'm already here. I'll be there next week. Bobby 55 in the building, checking in. Shout out to you, Bobby. All you guys. Yeah, gotta have your drivers, guys. So just in case you need a driver, like I said, I got a couple of them down here. Hey, Stefano, do me a favor. If you got some drivers that here in Cali that I don't know about, shoot me their information if you don't mind, because I know drivers always want to make some extra money. Monk mode prevents all that drama. Bruh. You ain't got to deal with no post-nut clarity, whether it be positive or negative, if you're on monk mode, focusing on your business, focusing on getting the hell out the United States. I ain't gonna even lie. That's what I did. I won't even lie. He right. It kept me from, dude, when you on monk mode, you won't have to worry about getting diseases. Why? I'm on monk mode. I ain't smashing nobody in the States. Outside the States, oh, cool. You can get it. But in the States, I ain't had to worry about getting nobody pregnant by mistake. I didn't have to make a mistake of getting somebody diseases. I ain't had to worry about nobody giving me something on from their lip to my lip. I didn't have to worry about no arguments, no cussing, no fussing, nobody being jealousy, attitudes, none of that. I didn't have to worry about nobody begging me for money or trying to talk about me because I was being too cheap or for what they thought. I didn't have to worry about overspending or underspending. I wasn't buying no condoms for the dude. I had boxes of condoms, but I was taking them with me to other countries. I was on monk mode, dude. I wasn't gonna make no mistakes. I had got this apartment. No, I was on my way to get it. I hadn't met Andre yet. Dude, when I went on monk mode, I knew I was moving to Colombia, and I'd be dang if I got somebody pregnant. Hell no. Ain't no way in the world. I finally sat up there and saw a vision for my life and where it needs to go. And I get a venereal disease messing with one of them chicks in Houston, it ain't gonna happen. Sit up there getting a fight. I'm sitting up in a jail cell because she got an attitude and got mad at me. I got mad at her and we tussling and now we both sitting in jail when I was supposed to be sitting on an airplane. Hell no. Man, I wasn't gonna let no woman from the States distract me. Fuck that. That was not gonna happen. Monk mode. If I was gonna be smashing, I don't care if I had to walk across Mexico past people trying to come into the States. I'm walking out of the States and I will be smashing out of the States before I smash something in the States and made a mistake and something happened. Man, please. No. I ain't had to worry about none of those. No female had to be jealous. Why? Because I wasn't smashing. When I went on monk mode, I was serious. All my sexual activity was being saved for when I left the United States. All my money-making drive and going to the gym and focusing on my spiritual self and going to get therapy for stuff, all that was in the United States. But smashing stateside chicks, y'all rabbit ass mine. I wasn't touching them on nasty. Y'all got cities where syphilis has raised over 900%. I forget what city that is. I don't know I forget if it was in Tennessee or in Carolinas where syphilis is raised up to 900%. Houston, over 100+%. Man, y'all, I would get them nasty, y'all smashing. I ain't impressed by nothing in the States. What if she fine? What if she got something? I always tell dudes this in all sincerity. If y'all think it was an ugly chick that gave Magic Johnson that magic, y'all crazy. I'm going to say that again. Some of y'all ain't catch it. If y'all think that it was an ugly chick that gave HIV to Magic Johnson, you out your rabbit's mind. It was a hot, fine, got deep dish dimples. She got the cleft in her cheek, in her chin. She got a small, long, narrow neck. She got full breasts. And from what I heard, couldn't nobody keep her with Magic. They say Magic was going through them. They say Wilt Chamberlain couldn't keep her with Magic. And you better believe now, one of them chicks was looking like a regular everyday chick in the position that Magic was in. It was a bad chick that got him. So just in case you guys wonder that a bad chick in the States can't get you, you out your mind, bruh. Them the ones that got it the most. The hot, the fine, the sexy ones. They got it just as bad as the Shanikas and Laquandas. Go on monk mode. This brother's 100% right. And if you ain't gonna go on monk mode, wrap it up. Like I said, keep diseases and keep new kids out of your resume. I'm gonna say that again, I mean it. If you are a brother that has plans to move to another country within the next 10 years, what the are you doing having a new child? With new economic responsibilities. And I'm talking about within the next 6 months, within the next if you got a 10-year plan to raise the child that you got or the children that you got to 18, 19, 20, get them on into college or get them on in their careers or get them on into the military, and you say, I got 10 years to go before they get grown. What the hell are you doing having a newborn? You got a 10-year plan. And you tore that plan all dream deferred. Now you got to wait another 18 to 20 years, not only for the ones you got, but for the newbie. Wrap it up, bruh. You ain't just wrapping it up for the United States no more. You wrapping it up for the future that you plan on having in these other countries. You get a Colombian chick pregnant? Okay, cool. Why? Because you're moving to Colombia. You get a Brazilian chick pregnant? Okay, got you. Why? You're moving to Brazil anyway. You go ahead and be a daddy down there. But to sit back and y'all dudes want to be passport bros, you still getting chicks in the States pregnant? I wish I would have did that stupid shit. I wish I would have got a female in the States pregnant. Ain't no way. I ain't about to bust up in them chicks and then all of a sudden I get them pregnant. Now I gotta stay in the States. If I'm a good dude like most of you dudes, I'm gonna be a good father. So I'm like, dang, I ain't gonna desert my seed. Now I gotta stay in the States another 18 years. Or I can only visit Colombia. I can only visit Thailand, visit Brazil, visit DR. Cause I done sat my ass up and bust a nut up in this one here. If you a dude that ain't comfortable wrapping it up, you need to be the fastest one on monk mode. I mean that. If you a dude that, that just ain't my thing, dog. The condoms just ain't my thing. If you one of them brothers, I like it raw. Oh, baby, I like it raw. If you one of them brothers, you need to be on monk mode in the States. All your nut busting should be in your hand and in another country. On a wet nap, whatever you use when you by yourself. But it should not be inside of a woman in the United States. I mean, for them, y'all think I'm joking. I mean that. Y'all should not be bringing extra seeds or bringing new diseases when all you had to do was just sit your ass down somewhere, make your money while you're in the States. White boys be doing it all the time. White boys go back to the States, make their money, go back to all these other countries and do what they need to do. These sisters be trying to talk y'all into busting nuts up in them. We should be as one, my king. I am your queen. You are my king. We should be as one. No, no. That era has passed. That all you dudes that still like to call women in the United States queen, name one other culture who values their women just like we do, calling their women queen. Asian dudes, nope. White dudes, nope. Middle Eastern dudes, nope. Gotta be Native American, no. Ain't nobody calling they women, especially women that's in that ratchetness. Shout out to Houston. Calling they women queen without her carrying herself in a regal way like they used to do in the 70s and 60s and 50s. But us. Yes, there was a time where we could call sisters queen because they carry themselves in that way. That era is gone. So all you brothers that sit back talking about our black queens, support our black queens, get the f out of here. What black queen you done seen? I done been through, dude. See, if I was a dude that only smashed broke chicks, I probably wouldn't know what it'd be like to be with chicks with the degrees and the 6 figures and the 7 figures and the females that's CEOs and females that they're like politicians. I wouldn't know that, right? So I could assume that maybe they talking about them as queens, the sisters that are prominent, the AKA ski-wee, all them chicks, right? Ski-wee, all that bull, right? The sorority chicks. But I done ran through them from the bottom to the top. I done been through broke chicks, and I done ran through chicks that I'm talking about. She just made partner. She's executive assistant. She's not just a nurse, she's a nursing practitioner. She owns 10 to 15 pieces of real estate. Dude, I done ran through, sports figures. I done ran through at least 3 WNBA players. No BS. So when I tell you, brothers, ain't no difference. There ain't no difference. You need to go on monk mode on them all if you're seriously thinking about moving to another country. Because if you think that you're moving up and I can't leave her because she's a doctor, bruh, I done ran through a lot of them doctors. They just as nasty as Shanika, who's a medical tech. The doctor, she just as nasty as the female that work in the nursing home, wiping behinds. Shout out to the sisters that work in the nursing homes. I done been on from the west side of the country to I done been smashed them in LA and Oakland and smashed them all the way in Maryland and DC, from Florida all the way back up to Michigan. New York women, I done ran through them too. All you Midwest, I done ran through. I done used to beat they back in the cornfields of Iowa. I'm telling you, white girl, you can't. There are very few races in hair colors that I ain't smashed. Name a hair color, I probably didn't smash that hair color. And I'm not talking about the ones of modern day with the blue and the purple and all that. I'm talking about natural hair color. From the blonde to the brunette, jet black. I don't care if her hair was naturally with streaks. I don't care if it was all white blonde or if it was yellow blonde or golden blonde. I'm telling you, every eye color I done been through. Every lip size, from the chick that was born with big lips to the chick that got the little thin white girl lips. I done been through every breast size that you can imagine. Every ass size I have been through. And I'm telling you, they all the same, bruh, in the States. They all the same. So y'all sitting back trying to call certain ones queens, y'all need to let that bull go. Let that queen term go. We don't expect them to call us king, do we? We don't be looking for them to call me, I'm your king, girl. We don't be looking, if they say it, we like, cool. If they don't, cool. They be expecting our ignorance to say queen. Let that bull go. And I mean that. And I don't care if this panel was full of women in the comment section. Because y'all do see me on other channels as well. I tell it like it is. That queen bull, don't no other culture say that on the planet. There's a few countries, a few black countries that watch American TV and they call regular everyday women queen. Parts of Africa, the average everyday sister, yeah, because they saw it on American television, maybe them. But most countries, most of Africa, all of South America, you ain't gonna hear that in Japan. You ain't gonna hear that in Europe. Come on, name the country. Put it in the comment section. Name the mother country that where they say call women queen all the time. Raggedy women queen. Good women queen. Average women queen. Phenomenal women queen. We call everybody queen. We know that nasty ain't no queen. And the first sign of that you are a queen, you gotta have a king. Name anywhere in any country in history of king and queendom that a woman was a queen and there was no king in the beginning of her reign. Either their husband was a king or their daddy was a king. And mom and dad passed on and left her the kingdom. But somehow, some way, there was a king somewhere to represent her queendom. We the only ones in the United States that say that stupid shit. Let it go, bruh. That era is gone. Oprah tore that up 40 years ago. BET tore that up 40 years ago. You got females like Deborah Cox, who ran BET for like 20 years. And then we just recently found out that the whole time that we thought that Deborah Cox became the CEO of BET because of her education and because she was focused and because come to find out that she was just a side chick to my man Bob, who was the owner of BET, Bob Johnson. She was just a side chick for about 10 years. Booty clapping sounds. And that's how she got the position to be CEO. But we sitting up there thinking she's a queen. Deborah Cox is a light-skinned queen. Oh, she's running BET, a black woman. All right, my queen. And come to find out that same degree didn't mean nothing. All that education didn't mean nothing. All her education and her connections and all that did for Deborah Cox was to get her in the position to where she could bend over Bob Johnson's desk and take that and get that promotion. She got smashed for all the years that she was there. Just think about how fine Deborah Cox probably was when she first got there. Man, y'all singing that Queen bull. Need y'all whoop. That's why I'm so tired of men letting women just say any damn thing to us. So we just go for it. Why you my black queens of the struggle? Half your struggle is because of them damn queens. How you gonna be of the struggle and be the struggle at the same time? She's supporting your struggle and causing your struggle at the same time. But you gonna call her queen. And there's still brothers in the States that still gonna say that stupid brothers without passports, brothers that don't listen to other brothers that don't want to hear nothing when nobody else got to say. Why? Because of the post-nut clarity. Half of us brothers putting wedding rings and wedding bands on chicks. Then we ain't had no business putting no damn wedding ring on. Post-nut. Your post-nut clarity told you to put a wedding ring on her when the dude who was smashing her before was like, she ain't. How come all the dudes prior to her told her she ain't, but you want to put a ring on her? And then she divorced you and take half your, and your dudes who was, and the dude that was smashing her before, looking at you like, dog, I told you she wasn't. Why would you marry her? Why would you lose half your pension? When we told you, if the last 4 dudes that smashed her ain't still trying to call to try to make amends, if they only calling because they want to smash and break her back in, and they know that she like to drool when she tastes that nut, if that's all she good for, then why you putting a ring on her? Man, if y'all don't get out the United States and stop that bullshit, I'm so tired of soft men, man, especially us brothers, man. My queen, my beautiful black queen. Get the Pam Grier era, yeah. Diane Carroll era, yes, yeah. Lena Horne era, yeah. Those are sisters, those queens. Now, these twerking y'all calling these twerking generations queens? You telling me it's so hard to go on monk mode and make money and get with women in DR, get with women in Mexico, get with women. It's so hard for you to keep your nut in your pants or in your hands to where you can't do monk mode because you gotta smash one of these American chicks, one of these queens. It's that hard for you to make money and go ahead, come down to Colombia and get with one of these women down here. It's that hard. Y'all must think I'm Tom Tucker, that dumb mother. I wish man, shout out to my man Terrell in the building. He said, big bro, just got off work. He said, I'm listening to this on the way back to the hotel. Shout out to you. Shout out to all the truck drivers out there in the building. Black body designers in the building, my man. He said, just turned 50. That's a wonderful time, boy. You young. Dude, life has officially begun. I mean it. All you dudes under 50, you don't know what the hell we talking about. You think you done been through some shit. 50, it's like everything going on cruise control because you start to understand how this shit works. 40, you just coming out of the paying the bills for 20. You just in your 40s, you just got done paying the mental, social, emotional debt of your 20s. 30s, you realize you got mental, emotional, and social debts. That's what 30 is. 20s, you are creating social, emotional, and stressful debts on your life. But old 50s, man, listen. If I'd have known my 50s was going to be this damn good, man, please, I'd have turned 50 times. I mean that, boy. And I'm not the only one that's ever said it. I thought when I heard people saying, like, life begins at 50. Like, what the, man, 50, you almost out of here. 50, you old enough to smash the mama. If the grandmama fine enough, you can smash her. You can smash the aunts. You can smash her and her twin sister at 50. Bruh, 50, you can still get them at 21, 31, 41, 51. And if they find like some of these Colombian women, 61. 50? 50, you old enough to realize that half the stuff that you believed in your 20s and 30s was some old bull, and you willing to admit it. In your 40s, you still trying to hang on that maybe life didn't lie to you in your 40s. You like, well, maybe I can keep this marriage going. 50s tell you that marriage ain't gonna work. It's over, bruh. 40s, you still fighting for it. 30s, you got married. 29, 30, 50, you like, man, I ain't about, my fight for this is over. I'm about to go live the rest of my life with a young Colombiana, Brazilian woman, Venezuelan woman. I ain't about to sit up here and keep fighting for a marriage. And I've been fighting since I was 43, 39. I'm just saying. 50, you realize I wish I would be a stepdad. I'm serious. Everybody that's listening to me right now, 50-year-old dudes, we realize, wrap it up. Condom, please. 50s, we ain't calling nobody no damn queen. The black queens. No, them eras is over. I'm 50. I know who you are, ladies. See, when you in your 40s, you trying to get a benefit of the doubt. You still believing in the moment. In your 30s, you be like, well, it ain't gonna be as bad. They gonna grow up eventually. In your 20s, you hoping that she don't never grow up, that she don't never catch on, that life is better. Keep on sucking, girl. Keep on sucking. That's what you think in your 20s. In your 20s, you want her to be the dumbest chick on the block that gives the firest head. In her 20s, you like, I don't care about nothing. All I want to make is some money, get done with school, get done with the military, and try to meet as many chicks that won't anal. That's all I want to know. That's how you are in your 20s. In your 50s, I'm telling you, monk mode works so well. Because there's a time and a season for everything. Shout out to you for being in your 50s, brother. In the words of Kanye West, I wasn't supposed to make it past 25. Joke's on you, we're still alive. Shout out to you, brother. He said, I've been on monk mode for the last 2 years. I'm willing to wait until I can travel again. Yes, stack it up, bro. Salute to you, coach, and the chat. Thank you also, brother. I kid you not. Black by Design is in the building. Shout out to Will Page. Some of you brothers are showing. We got 71 people in the building. The connectors in the building. Shout out to you too, brother. He said you need willpower for monk mode. Yes. My will was, yes, I will have sex with as many people as I want to outside the United States. That was my will. I kid you not. All I was thinking about, all them Colombian booties I was seeing, all them Brazilian booties, all the females I was gonna bust wide open from Venezuela. All them females, all those Afro-Colombianas that ain't never had a brother from the States. I was gonna be the introducer. Introducing Andre from the United States. Every time my monk mode was my imagination telling me every time I got in bed, it was shaped like a ring side. Bing, bing. Let's get ready to rumble. My monk mode, I kid you not, I was like, man, my bank account looking pretty good. No $200 dates. I ain't going to the club, spending $7 on a beer. And I'll end up having, you having like, you go to the club, you might have at least 4 or 5 beers, and then you're having top shelf drinks, and all that's adding up to like $75, $150 that night. My bank account is stacking. That was my willpower. Looking at my bank account, looking at my long-term investments, looking at compound interest was my will. What is this thing they call compound interest? Let me see how this works. Monk mode will show you how compound interest works. In all sincerity. More money I was making, the more unattractive American women were looking. Man, I got extra $45,000 in my bank account just from not looking. You mean I can make money from not? I can keep money from that. I ain't got to worry about extra gas. I'm sleeping good. Why? Because I ain't got to be like, well, when her kids finally go to sleep, I'm going to go on over there. That'll be about 10:30. I smash her to 8:15. Okay. No, gotta be 5:15 because the kids wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I drive back to the house, get dressed, give me about an hour. No, I gotta give me about an hour sleep because I ain't slept yet. Give me about an hour sleep. Then now I'm going to work all groggy. Because for the 3rd time this week, I done been over her house while the kids sleep. I done smashed. Come on, I ain't the only one that been through this. I ain't lying. How many times you done went to work, you was groggy because the night before you had to do all this extracurricular bullshit just for a peach of coochie? Well, when my kids go to, when I get off work at 1:45, she working second shift. You got to wait till she get off work at 10. She don't make it home till 11, but you want that coochie. Because your post-nut clarity from the last nut told you it's worth the wait. I ain't the only one. Y'all gonna quit acting like your boy Dre, the only one that had sat up there and had to go the extra mile doing the late night hours for some coochie. And then when you went to work the next morning, well, it didn't feel like work. And you sit up there just praying, well, when I get off work, hey, am I the only one that had to sleep during lunch break in the car? I done set my phone alarm. Okay, I'm gonna take about a 30-minute power nap. How many times you done took a 20, 30-minute power nap in your car in the parking lot during lunch break because you tired from the night before for some chick that lived on that side of the city and you lived on this side of the city and you drove through the snow, all you northerners. Man, when you go on monk mode, man, you get good sleep. Take your ass to bed. Wake up the next morning. You might go to the gym. You might go for a walk. You might have meditation, prayer time. You might watch your favorite television show, whatever it is. But you got you some good sleep when you on monk mode because you ain't doing extra in the name of some coochie. Man, you know how much good sleep I was getting when I went on monk mode? Man, I was refreshed. I was coming to Colombia energized, full of vitality, stamina. Man, I'm coming to Colombia like this. Who want this? You don't want this. Who want this? You don't want this, girl. You better go on, girl. I'm American, girl. I've been on monk mode for 3 months. You really don't want to deal with this. You want it? Well, come on through. Monk mode will keep you healthy than a mother. You sleeping good. You eating right. You ain't all every other weekend taking a new chick out or another chick out. You spending all that money that you would have spent on a chick on groceries. You know how many damn recipes I learned when I was on monk mode? Bruh, I'm making stuffed bell peppers, all healthy and shit. Y'all think I'm playing? Man, I'm eating healthy than a motherfucker when I was on monk mode. All that money that I was spending on chicks just in the name of, bruh. Okay. That was my willpower. Yeah, that monk mode will build you up. For real. I ain't gonna lie to you. That monk mode had me like, okay, Dre, you good, bruh. You good. Shout out to Kings and Dreams in the building. Shout out to Kings and Dreams. Also, Jamon's, Andre and Stefano, Y'all saw the article about Atlanta in the WhatsApp group earlier this evening. I didn't get a chance to see it in the WhatsApp group because remember I was dropping the brother off at his Airbnb this evening. So I'll check it out when we get done. All right, guys, let's get ready to get on the topic at hand for tonight. Oh, Ian B is in the building as well. Shout out to you, brother. And my brother Charles is always here. He was the first one here. Joseph, them UK boys at it again. Oh, QB Passport is in the building. Shout out to you, brother. I appreciate you, man. All the knowledge that you share, too. I really do. Dark Knight is in the building. Monk Mo 1 is in the building. He said, I'm on Monk Mo down to the toes. I ain't mad at you, brother. Depositing $15K on Friday for the cause. That's what I'm saying. Blinders on the way of the Kentucky Derby. Man, I love the Kentucky Derby. If you guys have not been to the Kentucky Derby, do not think about the horses. No, bruh. Kentucky Derby is one big party, bruh. Do not think about the damn horses. Watch the horses on TV. Go to the Derby weekend. You will thank me. You will thank me. That is so much fun. Dre is preaching tonight. Yes, that is so much fun. So much fun, man. Shout out to you and the Derby. I ain't mad at you. Blinders on like the Kentucky Derby. For real. Like the horses. Brandon's in the building. Shout out to you as well as my man Andrew. Once again. Let me scroll down, make sure I got everybody. You know, I try not to forget. If I forgot about you guys, blame it on my head, not my heart, such as my man Jay in the building. He said, I like her name was Deborah Lee. Oh, yeah, Deborah Lee. Thank you. I said Deborah Cox. Deborah Cox was the singer. Why did you, or how did you get here? Get here. And she was from Guyana, too. Her family. She actually from Toronto, but her family's from Guyanese. But yeah, Deborah Lee. I'm sitting back thinking all these years, Deborah Lee was just so innocent. I ain't gonna lie. I thought she was just the sister that took over BET, took the reins and was taking it to the next level and got her education, got all the connections, and she did the right thing. And then you find out years later that she was the side chick. She was the whole time. That was Bob's side chick that was getting smashed. And that's how she got the job. Man. Booty clapping sounds. Yep. Shout out my man O'Shea. All right, guys. If I didn't catch you, Magneto in the building. Colombia with the U2 O's. Boy, if you guys have never seen a Colombian try to hide being pissed. When Andrea see y'all put a U in Colombia, just like all Colombians that I know from the States to here, they get pissed. Everything after what you just said, they don't even hear it. That Colombian woman, they don't see the woman part. They don't see the woman who promises to drug that at the high percent rate. Dudes, the other thing, I'm glad that you said that, Manito, but your first word, bruh, do not spell Colombia with lowercase c because we don't want a lowercase a with America, and do not spell Colombia with a U. That pisses people off down here, bruh. And I mean piss. I'll never see Colombians try to be nice when they're pissed. Usually they're really nice people. But when you misspell their name, the name of their country, they'll smile in your face, but they be looking at you like, motherfucker, don't be coming back down here. Your bitch ass. They do, man. I swear. They be mad. I see Andre mad a couple times. Dude, put something. But here we go. Let's go. The women who promises to drug at the high percentage rate. You need to study the percentage of women in the United States that are drugging men. There are women drugging men in the United States so fast that J-Lo made a movie about it called Hustlers. There are so many women drugging men in the United States that Cardi B could brag about it, that she used to do it and still was at the top of the charts. I already did a video a live stream last year on all the druggings that have been taking place in the United States. We gonna quit acting like other countries got issues and our little country, 'tis of thee, we ain't going through. We don't do that in the States. Boy, you need to do your homework. We did a full-scale 2-hour video last year, live stream, looking through article, headline after headline, from Miami all the way through Texas, all the way through California, all the way through New York, headline after headline of men getting drugged, scoped in the United States. It's everywhere. That's what my point is. It's everywhere. So when dudes sit back and say at a high percentage, dude, do your home. I promise y'all, man, y'all gonna be flabbergasted. Anytime J-Lo can make what movie should I make next? That's gonna make some money. Should I make Selena too? No. Maybe I should make Enough again. No. What movie could I make? I got a movie about American strippers that are drugging men with money and getting away with it. How about I make a movie about that? That's what J-Lo did. Not even 4 years ago. And Cardi B was in the movie. And probably was a counselor. Girl, they wasn't how we was drugging them. We did this, not that. Man, y'all gonna quit it with that Colombia doing stuff. Now, I'm not sitting back and saying it don't happen in Colombia. What I'm saying is no country is innocent. Every country got something that other countries are doing. I just finished looking up France and Spain. And what was it? France, Spain, and Italy. Do you know that they get just in Spain alone? They get it was France, Spain, and Italy combined. They get 4 million pickpocket or theft incidents every year. 4 million times somebody gonna bump into you in the airport, or bump into you at a subway, or bump into you walking down the street in Europe, and yo can get got. We would have never thought that would be happening in the land of white people, right? White people don't do that. They don't take people's wallet. That's in Latin America, right? Because don't nothing happen in America. We just throw chairs at motherfuckers in America. We just smash chairs over heads in America. But in South America, they pickpocket, they rob you, they steal from you, right? We don't steal in the United States, right? Man, I started reading about Europe. I got scared. I started looking around like, okay, what little secret compartments can I have on my jacket? That where you got to go through a zipper or something, like 3 zippers to take my wallet. They are crafty in Europe. Man, y'all want to talk about Colombia? Psh, please. Yeah, 50 is lit. I ain't gonna even lie. I love it. I love being in my 50s, man. Yes, it is. Yes, sir. Crypto passports equal freedom. Get your money up, brothers. He said, Dre, I've had enough of the queens. Yes, I've had enough. Let the gay brothers and sisters have that. Let them have it. Let that term go and live in the realm of the LGBTQ community. Shout out to them. Let them use that term. But as for us everyday brothers, no, let that go. I mean that. Y'all think I'm just saying he's just talking, but if the cameras was off, I talk like this when the camera's off. Because I always say, what other culture, and ain't nobody put nothing in the comment section yet, what other culture that you know of in the United States calling their women queen? Native Americans? When? The Asian community. And when I say Asian community, I mean East Indian as well as the traditional Asian. When? When they call their women queen? Especially in the United States, when? White boys. Shout out to my Kentucky boys, Indiana boys. Them Ohio boys, them Ohio white boys. Them Oklahoma white boys, Wyoming white boys. Texas white boys. New Mexico, AZ white boys. Oregon white boys. Name one of them white boys up in the state of Washington that's calling their women queens. Come on. Look, the Puerto Rican brother? Anyone? It's gotta be Colombians then. Okay, Afro-Colombians. Shout out to Houston. #1 place with Afro-Colombians in the United States. It's gotta be the Afro-Colombians calling their women queen, right? No. Well, who the only dumb mother that's still calling their women queen, and they don't even carry themselves anywhere like queens? Even the good ones ain't looking for you to call them a queen. They just like, call me wife. The good ones want to be called a wife. They don't care about the queen title. Can I be your wife? Y'all calling the most ratchet, disrespectful sisters in the history of American history, still calling them queens. And everybody looking at you, brother, as a fool, because she ain't calling you. When the last time sisters walk around calling y'all kings? Like part of the norm. Man, please. I'm going to ask you this. When was the last time a sister personally called you king? I ain't never had no sister call me king. I've had sisters that own dogs and called the dog king. What's your dog name? His name King. She called her dog king before she called me king. Come on, put in the comment section. When was the last time any female that you dated, any of y'all, we got 78 dudes up in here, any of you dudes, anytime y'all had a woman call y'all king, when was the last time that bull happened? And they expect you to call them queens on a regular basis. Get the f out of here. Y'all crazy. Ain't nobody gonna keep going for that bull day in, day out, era after era, generation after generation. And these sisters getting worse and worse and worse. And like I said, I love my sisters. I call them sisters. But that queen shit, no. I mean that, man. And I'm not angry with sisters. I'm not mad. I'm not spiteful. I'm not hateful. Shout out to my man Global Exec. I'm not being hateful. I'm just being, shout out to my man Spencer in the building. He said, I don't will, have not, and will not be caught getting caught up in the States. For real. And my Pastor Troy boy. Shout out to Pastor Troy. Cause I'll be damned if I fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Yup, aka the game that in the United States. He's absolutely correct, man. We got to be crafty. We got to be careful. If women being crafty towards you guys, dude, you brothers don't realize there are women that are really fighting for your sperm. There is such a limited amount of sperm in the United States, especially coming from brothers. No sperm banks on a regular basis got brother sperm available. You got dudes like you and I getting passports and going on monk mode and ain't giving out the sperm. They ain't got nobody left but Pookie Ray Ray and a couple of simps. You are rare. If I could get men, just men, no matter what race, color, creed, to realize how rare you are on the planet. If you make 35 to 50K a year, American dollars, you make more than most men in the world. In the world. You are rare. Your car, the average dude's car right now that I'm talking to, car probably between $15,000, $25,000, $30,000. Most people, couples in the world, could not afford your car. But I got to work on my car. They wish they had that mother. You are rare. American men are rare. And I'm not talking about no green card bull that they try to sell you. I'm saying that you are some good men. You live in a country, you took advantage of it in a positive way, whether you are a military dude, truck driver dude, a dude that's blue collar or white collar, whether you're a young person or old person. You are doing it the right way. You are not a Pookie or Ray. You try your best to be a good dad. You tried your best to be a good co-parent. Just didn't, being married, it just didn't work for many of us. But at the end of the day, we're some good dudes and you are in demand. That's the one thing that women in the United States do not want you to know, that you are in demand around the world. They want you to know you belong to them, so don't go nowhere. Your mama American. Your auntie's American. So what you gonna do? If you had a daughter, you would tell a man not to marry your American daughter? No, I tell my daughter to go to another country where she can find her a good man. And daddy gonna help you so you don't have to be one of those passport sisters getting caught up. That's what I tell my daughter. I tell my daughter, girl, keep your out the States. Go visit your aunties and them, your cousins, and bring your happy right on back out the States. That's what I tell my daughter. My daughter gonna be so addicted to traveling. The last thing that she gonna want to do is stay in the United States. Believe that. No, man, y'all some good dudes, man. If I was still in the United States and I was watching it from the inside, I probably wouldn't say half the stuff I say. But seeing how much women appreciate you in all these countries and I'm on the outside with them, man, please. I see why women in the United States are so mad because y'all got passports. The best of the best is leaving. They upset, boy. He said I was a momo from 2013 until 2020. I just didn't want to mess things up. I'm disciplined. Absolutely correct. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for the $5 super chat. I'm not mad at you, brother, in regards to that one. I feel you. And Andrew says, he says, salute, Andre. He said, these guys keep acting like the U.S. is safe and overseas is dangerous. I don't know where they keep getting this from. Am I reading the wrong newspapers? Because I am reading U.S. newspapers and Colombian newspapers, and they are parallel as hell. The only thing that Colombia ain't got is the school shootings, mass suicides. United States, you can talk 30 people into just putting on jogging suits, laying down in bed and taking the Kool-Aid. You can't do that in Colombia. You can't get 30. You gonna get Colombians drink some aguardiente together, some Colombian beers, but you ain't gonna get no 30 Colombians that's actually that naive to join a cult to just lay down and drink the Kool-Aid and get found 5 days later. But they'll do that in America. You ain't gonna get no, man, please. The stuff that you see in the States, man, you barely can walk down in certain areas of Detroit, of New York, of Tennessee. Go on. Colombia dangerous? Give me Cali over Memphis any day of the week. Give me Cali over Southside Chicago any day of the week. Give me Cali over Eastside Detroit any day of the week. You go ahead and keep bragging about the United States and keep on trying to act like the statistics in Colombia. Yeah, Colombia ain't perfect. No country is. I just told you about Europe. But I'm telling you, bruh, if you think being scared is going to keep me, your fear is going to keep me in the United States, I wish up, because a dude said, oh, in Colombia, they okay. One thing I can say, then in the States, we just pop somebody just to pop them. We just have a bad day and we just walk up in somebody's kindergarten and we just start popping kindergartners. Tell me I'm lying. Kindergartners ain't done none to nobody. But just because you ain't getting no coochie for the last year, you just get all the artillery like you about to hunt for some dang deers and you run up in kindergartens. And it ain't just one time in the United States. Every year, we got to worry about some kids from kindergarten on up getting popped because you ain't getting no coochie this year. Don't nobody understand you. Your parents didn't hug you. You ain't never heard that. When the last time you heard that in South America? I give you a whole continent to talk about it. When was the last time any of y'all, and you dudes that's been in Chile, all you dudes that's been up in Brazil, all you Peruvian dudes watching, all you dudes that's been in Ecuador, all of you dudes that's been talking to Venezuelans, have they ever told you about an incident where somebody just walked up in the school full of little kids and just lit everything up? Because we see it all the time in the States. Every year, it's a guarantee that they're going to try to light some little kids up. And you got the audacity to talk about Colombia? Cuba? Brazil? Haiti? You want to talk about Haiti? When the last time you heard about some Haitians running up in a school full of kids? When the last time you heard about Haitians running up in the church? Oh, they test some stuff up in Haiti. Yes, they do. They test some stuff up. They riot all the time. When the last time you saw somebody just have prayer with the people, and then literally after they get done saying amen, you blow all their heads off? Oh, I can say in the United States, that happens all the time. That ain't a one-time incident. When the last time you heard about somebody in Brazil that they gambled up all their money and they just jumped off the side of a building? Happens all the time in the United States. That's why Las Vegas gotta have those solid glass windows. You can't have no sliding doors in Las Vegas because y'all will gamble up all your money and jump off of whatever y'all can find to jump off of. Jump out of any window in Vegas because you just blew all your money. Colombians are broke than a motherfucker, but you don't see them jumping off. As soon as we lose a job and we got kids and responsibilities, Americans sit up there like blah, blah. You don't see that in Colombia. They sit up there like, listen, all I got is my woman, my kids, and this window washer. And I'm going to wash some damn windows before I take myself out and be out of my kids' life. Colombians will sit up there and say, listen, I got a fire pit on this corner, and I got some arepas. And I'm going to make some arepas and sell people coffee to feed my kids and my wife. I am not about to jump off shit. I ain't about to jump in front of nobody's car. I ain't about to run across nobody's freeway. But in the United States, soft-ass Americans. I didn't realize how soft we were. Soon as life get tight, we want to leave. She left me. Colombians be like, I had a sad chick anyway. What do? We going right over there. Everybody got to go. The kids, her, my new girlfriend, my new kids, they and me. We taking everybody out. Everybody got to go. We taking out 3 police officers with us, a partridge, and a damn pear tree. We got to want to talk about Colombia or Brazil? Get the fuck out of here. I'm in the States. I got to look up at every skyscraper because it might be one of you ignorant mother jumping off that mother because you can't handle life. Ain't no term in Colombia called going postal, but there's one in the United States. In the United States, you lose your job, you going back. I'm going back up there, Jeb. Jeb, I'm heading back up there. They didn't fire me from a job. I was there 15 years. Colombians gonna boo-hoo. They gonna pray. They gonna work together. Don't worry about it, baby. We got a roof over our head. We got family. We all gonna feed each other until we get back on our feet. Not America. When the last time you lost your job and your family looked out for you with a few dollars here, a few dollars there? Maybe your boys and your partners, but your family don't rally around you and make sure that you good until you get back on your feet. Because if something happened to them, you know how to rally around them. Ain't no rallying in the United States. We don't rally around each other. Except on some bullshit. Get the fuck out of here. I keep trying to tell y'all gonna quit talking to me like I live in the States and I don't go to other countries. I be watching how people act, and I be looking back at the States like, what the? I'm like, that would have caused somebody to jump off a bridge in the United States. And down here, they like, hey, times are tight. It's going to be all right. Let's get some cervezas. Let's get some aguardiente. We're going to party this weekend. You like, do you not know that y'all poor? But we got each other. Well, you get Colombians something to drink and some spade and some dominoes on the weekend, and they good. And something to cook, and they good. And here's the other part. It be Colombians only make $275 a month. And many of them be with chicks that's so fine that if they was in the States, that chick look like she'd be stepping out of somebody's Lamborghini. And she love her Colombian man, and she ain't going nowhere. I see it all the time. Let your ass, which all you dudes right now that ain't on monk mode, and who you fucking a bad chick right now, you got you a bad one, I mean bad. Let you lose your job, player. I'm gonna say that again. In the States, let you lose your job. See how long your bad one gonna be with you. In Colombia, they got some bad chicks that's ride or dies. Ride or die. Because they realize it ain't gonna always be like this. Our women don't realize that, oh, you lost your job? Oh, it's over. Man, I'm with you, Andrew. I'm with you. These guys keep acting. Thank you for the super chat also. The 40,000 Colombian pesos. He said, these guys keep acting like the United States is safe and overseas is dangerous. I was never drugged overseas, but was drugged in Norfolk, Virginia. VA, shout out to VA. These guys need to get out of the United or out of America more often. Shaking my head. Shout out to my man Soul T in the building. Salty Balls is in the building. Shout out to that man right there, the man that comes with all the great sayings on every channel. Dude, I was talking about you, man, to my boy while I was riding from the airport. We're talking about your new podcast, and bruh, keep it going, brother. Keep it going. Thank you for the love of the game. Shout out to you also too, Corey, for the love of the game, brother. For the love of the game. My man Will with the $2 super chat in the building. Will says, I'm jumping out of my truck into a plane soon. For real, man. That's the only thing I'm jumping out of. The only thing you see me jumping in and out of an airplane. That's it. So serious, man. 100% correct. And the Conqueror with the $2 super sticker. Thanks for the love of the game, brother. Looking smooth, looking cool. That's for real, man. When dudes are trying to come back on other countries, I'd be like, what? Oh, over that country, it's so dangerous. I'm like, I can't even walk into a Walmart on Sunday in the United States without some young white boy trying to prove a point. They done got us paranoid. They done got us so paranoid in the States that anytime we see a white boy with anything that resembles a trench coat, white boys can't wear a trench coat in the wintertime. If you are a white dude and you are under the age of 30 and you wear a trench coat and it could be winter, it could be raining outside. Soon as we see a white boy in a trench coat, we walking across the street. Least long a white child with a trench coat in high school. The trench coat is more famous than the folding chair now. Please. Soon as I said, that's the only time I get scared of white people. Soon as I see a white boy with a trench coat on, I'm like, let me, baby, come on, let's go this way now. Come on, there's a white boy right there with a damn trench coat on. Let's go. I don't care if he walk up into church. I don't care if he walk into church, it's chicken. Soon as I see a white boy with a trench coat on, I'm out. I'm telling you now. Shout out to my man Kings. He said doing a reaction video to this one, Drake is talking. Bruh, y'all can have you know me. Creative Commons. Y'all can use it. Y'all can use any of this content. He said, yo, I'm crying. I'm telling you, man, y'all think I'm playing. Shout out to Crypto. We say the Philippines and Australia in December. Oh man, you gotta have a good time. You gotta have a good time, man. That's one of my dream spots, Australia. I heard it's expensive, but I heard it's really nice. All right. We gonna get to the topic, fellas. Let's get to the topic. All right. Tonight's topic is about, since we've been in this for almost 1.5 hours. Tonight's topic is seriously about post-nut clarity. A lot of us, at the end of the day, is versus the States versus South America or Colombia in this instance. And we're going to talk about 7 areas in which those who are seriously seeking somebody, some decent ladies. Like I said, you ain't looking for a relationship. You ain't looking to boo up somebody. But when you get past the pay for play, the party girls, you're just looking for somebody that's really cool. So every time you come down to Colombia, that's the person that you kind of like hang out with. Now, if you get something serious out of it, cool. But if you don't, she's still good people. These are some of the things that you should look for when it comes to post-nut clarity. We all know when you bust that nut and all of a sudden your mind gets clear, what are some of the things that should be there once your mind gets clear other than the sex? We're going to get started with number 1. In the United States, your post-nut clarity is nothing but more sex. That's all your clear mind tells you. Either I want to get rid of this one to get with somebody else for some more sex, or I want to have more sex with this person. Your post-nut clarity in the United States does not tell you what it tells you in Colombia. You have sex in Colombia. You bust that nut. Your post-nut clarity tells you she's about to cook for me. She's about to caress me. She's about to encourage me. She's about to help me. She's about to show me around her city. She's about to laugh with me. She's about to laugh at me. A decent woman will give you that post-nut clarity that you can already expect after you done bust this nut. What can I expect after that? And what you can expect in the United States from most women, either more sex or sex from somebody else. You are not about to get a hot meal after sex with a you ain't gonna get no damn great homemade green juice in the States. Or a couple women. We're not talking about the few anomalies that happen in the United States. Well, I know a female that we all do. Well, I know a couple females. We all know a couple. But majority of the time, when the last time, put in the comment section when the last time you guys had some green juice made for y'all that was oh so natural by a woman in the United States for no reason at all. Come on, put in the comment section. When was the last time you had a woman in the United States make you a glass of water? I mean, she just said, you know what? Let me go ahead and give my baby some water for nothing. Just a glass of water. Go and put it in the comment section. I'm waiting. I don't see them comments moving at all. I'm looking. I haven't, so I ain't gonna even lie that I had lately. But I mean, when I was in the States, within the last 4 or 5 years, that a female made me even a glass of dang water. I ain't gonna even lie to you about that. My post-nut clarity in the United States was I would be able to bust more nuts. That was my post-nut clarity. I could bust up in her or bust with her. And that's before I went on monk mode, OVO. And that was even before I thought about relocation to another country. I could bust up in her. And the clarity that I got was I can bust up in her again. I had no other expectations. Any other expectations about most of the women that I was dealing with in the States. And these were good women. Good women. But I could never expect anything domestically from them. Women in the United States only gave me one thing. Y'all ready? Post-nut bragging rights about what type of woman I was smashing. Y'all ready? Because some of you dudes have that right now. Hey, dog. Dog, the one that I got now, she Black, Irish, and Japanese. No, yeah. Met her in the gym, good people. What does she do, man? She's nursing practitioner. Oh man, I heard they make good money. Yeah, the bragging parts, not bragging about it, but just as a topic. That's all they were to me. I could bust and I could talk to you guys about what type of career the female had. But I wasn't getting none of that money. I could just tell you about, oh, she got dimples, she got a fat butt, she got thick thighs. It was just bragging conversation. But I could never tell you, yeah, and she took me out to dinner, or she cooked dinner. Oh, I gotta go, bro. Miss So-and-so is cooking dinner for me right now. I couldn't say that. You can say that in Colombia, but you can't say that shit here. You can't say that in the United States. You can't get a chick. You can't even sit back and brag to your boy and say, yeah, after we got done, man, she got up and got me a glass of water. Some of you dudes ain't never had a female get out of bed after you done bust up in her, after you done caused her to bust 3 or 4 nuts. She's sitting up there crying, wiping away tears. She done cleaned her body up and everything. And she ain't thought one time to go in that kitchen to get you a glass of water because you are parched just like she is. Not one time out of all the chicks that you done blew their back out, maybe 1 or 2 have thought about doing it. But for the most part, most women in the States ain't gonna think about getting up out that bed after she get done having all that pleasure and going in that kitchen and even getting you a glass of water. Here in Colombia, you gonna get way more than that. Way more. Some of y'all got pay for play chicks. Stop me when I'm lying. Some of y'all got chicks that you pay for play will get her ass up the next morning making breakfast and shit. Like she Julia Roberts in Pretty Woman. You thinking, oh, I thought I was just paying for the sex. I didn't know it came with nourishment afterwards. She's over here cooking 8 essential vitamins and minerals, part of a complete breakfast. You ain't, that should be your post-nut clarity. You sitting up there like, you go rolling over your 3rd dream. It's about 7:15 in the morning. You start smelling your favorite. Who in my AMB cooking? Pray tell. Could that be the pay for play? Cooking nourishment? Making morsels for your man? You go in there, she butt naked, booty just as big as it was last night, and she cooking you a meal with the little bit of stuff that you had in your little Airbnb refrigerator. And you can get more sex. Your post-nut clarity in the States with the average female is just that you're going to get more sex. That's all you got coming to your player. She ain't going to go to her bank account and look out for you. You ain't gonna get that. She ain't about to go buy you. She ain't about to make you a sweater. You ain't gonna get that. What's your post-nut clarity in the United States other than I think I should go smash somebody else or I should smash her again? Other than that, come on, guys, tell me, what more do you get after you got your post-nut clear? You done bust. You like, damn, that was good. Girl, you wild. You're a wild one, girl. You're a wild one. After you get done with all that, what can you expect after that from her? More sex or getting rid of her and having sex with somebody else? Because she ain't about to cook no time too soon. She ain't about to clean. She ain't about to introduce you to family like here in Colombia. She gonna teach you how to salsa. She gonna teach you how to do shit. She ain't gonna do nothing. She gonna show you around her city. And you ain't even from there. You flew in to go to get that coochie. You from Tennessee. You flew into Dallas to get that coochie. She ain't gonna show you around Dallas. You know how many chicks I flew to their city and they ain't show me but they bedroom in a couple restaurants. But to show me around their city, it's females I went to their city at least 4 or 5 times. They ain't show me about their city. But come to Colombia, these chicks like to be tour guides. They introduce you to family, friends, dogs, plants. Man, that's the first sign of post-nut clarity. In the States, you ain't got none coming. In Colombia, you got the unexpected coming. And I'm talking about good women. I ain't talking about the scammers. I'm not talking about the pay for play or just the party girls. I'm talking about the decent women. You had a good time. Y'all got to know each other. Y'all being intimate. Bam. Number 2 is attitude versus appreciation. All of us men, especially us brothers, know this. We don't care how good our sex game is. Eventually, most women that you deal with in the United States eventually gonna cop an attitude about something petty. Don't matter what race, color, or creed. I'm not putting this on the sisters because I done been with dang all of them. And all of them, it'll be something small and minute that's unimportant. It'll be something that they be expecting you to be a brain reader on, a mind reader. How many times I know I've been in situations where the female is mad as can be because I wasn't a mind reader. And I had to tell her, wait a minute, I ain't no damn mind reader. How am I supposed to know that you wanted this on the left and not on the right? No matter how good the sex is, you will eventually deal with some attitude in the States. Stop me when I'm lying. Stop me when I'm lying. Some of y'all sit back and y'all think because y'all done got y'all a white girl, she ain't gonna cop an attitude about some stuff. She wants you to be a mind reader too. Some of y'all think in the States, you done got with your little Asian chick and ain't gonna be happening like it did with the sisters. I'm good. No, Negro, it's gonna happen to you too. Attitude. Asian chicks in the States, they think you a mind reader too. Dude, I done been with Native Americans straight from the tribes, straight from the reservations. No cap. So much attitude. Oh my God, dude. She had attitude before I got the coochie. And had attitude after. I'm like, have you been around sisters or something? I thought you come from the reservation. She was fine. I ain't gonna lie. She was talking about an Indian with that not Indian, but Native American with that Native American Brazilian-ish complexion with the long dark, and she had green eyes, like the green eyes they're so light that they look like they're green, but they kind of like gray. Oh my gosh, she was fine, and got on my last nerve. And when I got done busting up, shooting up that club, bruh. Now mind you, I wasn't on monk mode. I wasn't being wise. This was prior to me getting my passport and got ready to make my moves. But dude, once I got clarity, I didn't want to see her anymore, no matter how fine she was. And she was bodied up. Didn't want to see her. That attitude. But then you smash women in Colombia and you got appreciation. You got appreciation. Now, we do have some women here that cop attitudes here and there every blue moon. You do have a lot of jealousy and possessiveness among Colombian women. Hey, I'm yours, you mine. I understand that part. But this nasty attitude, talking to you like reckless, no, that don't happen. You gonna get appreciation down here. As an American, I'm not about to say as a black man or as a white man. I'm gonna say as an American man, you don't realize how appreciated you are in other countries. And I'm not talking about that green card bullshit that they keep trying to sell you. It takes the reason why I say that, fellas, do your homework. It takes 2 to 3. If you bring her to America today, it still takes 2 to 3 years for her to get a damn green card to work. The women in the United States ain't gonna tell you that. Go ahead, look it up with the State Department. Tell me I'm lying. She will not be getting this green card. You will not be dropping a female off in the United States today and she getting a green card to go to work in 3 weeks. It don't work like that. So when I hear Americans talking that green card bullshit, I be like, man, do your homework and stop talking. Do your homework. You cannot get a green card for nobody that fast. Even if you want her to get it in a year, she cannot get a green card in a year. Your woman gonna be working under the table until it's time for her to get a green card. Drago catch it. Man, I always catch the heat from the queens. I always catch the heat from them. It's all right, because they always think I'm just talking directly to them. I'm actually talking directly to you guys. And if they can't understand it, that's too bad. I care about what American women think about me as much as I care about women in Greece think about me. Why? I don't live in Greece. And I don't live in America. I could care less about what American women think of Andre. If you ain't family or friend, I pray for my sisters, yes. I am encouraged and happy for my sisters. But at the end of the day, I don't give a what? Please. I'll be on a live stream with females that be talking crazy. I'll be like, you do realize these cameras got to go off. You still got to go back to that regular ass American life you live in. That regular, expensive, high inflation, high gas price life that y'all live in the United States. You do realize that once these cameras go off, I go back to the life that I live here in South America, traveling every damn where. Once these cameras go off, you got to still live in that motherfucker right there. Mass shooting motherfucker. Drug and everything that they can find the drug, motherfucker. Expensive drugs, motherfucker, in the United States. You do realize you got to go back to that lonely life. You got to go back to them dildos, ladies. You do realize when these cameras go off, you got to go back to that lonely life with your no cooking ass, with no man. You do realize that black men ain't giving out their sperm like they used to, so y'all can't have no babies at 42. You do realize that once these cameras go off, man, I don't be listening to what women got to say in the States, because I'll be like, these cameras got to go off. And y'all got to realize that once these YouTube cameras go off, click. These females got to go right back to that life that they were living prior to when the live stream came on. So when women be talking, I be like, in my mind, I always be thinking, I be sitting back thinking like, boy, when these cameras go off and they got to go back in that bed and half of their bed is cold in a motherfucker because ain't nobody laying on the other side of that bed. Literally, this is what I be thinking. And they be on the YouTube, get your passport, bro. And I be like, boy, this must be lonely as hell. Boy, she got to take the batteries out of the kids' toys so she can use it in her dildo. I say, damn, that's a shame. I say, look at this. She ain't got nobody to cook for. She sitting up there looking like Tia, just lonely than a mother. Like, damn. Like, damn. Ugh. Once these YouTube cameras go off, I don't never worry about women in the States got to say about Andre. I do not live in the States. I could care less what somebody over 2 oceans away got to say to me. Never. She's you say never. She looks at me talking about, what are you gonna order? I'm hungry. Yes, they do. You right, Denton. They do. And they go after they get done busting nuts. You like, wait a minute. I bust 1 or 2 nuts. You just bust 5. Shouldn't I get the hot and tasty meal for looking out for you? You were the one that bust 5. Oh, now you done had my body. Now you want to be cheap. Oh, it's like that. Oh, I didn't know I was dealing with a broke man. Baby, listen. I have officially fucked the shit out of you. That was one of my goals. If I get out of this bed right now and never see you again, it is not gonna break my heart. I accomplished the goal that I wanted to accomplish the moment I glanced at you. If I could fuck that. Since I've done that, everything else from this point on is an add-on depending on your attitude. So I suggest you shut that down talking about I'm a cheap man, because I could walk right out because I already accomplished the goal that I wanted to accomplish the moment I glanced and I saw that fat ass. So are we going to order this food or what? Or you going to sit here, keep calling me cheap, and I could order food for another woman? The next fat ass I see. Man, please. I don't think y'all realize the leverage you got once you done bust into the condom inside of her, bruh. You got leverage like a mother. You like, listen, if it ends at this moment, it don't matter. Why? My initial 30-second goal when I first saw you was like, damn, she fine. Ooh, I will bust. Ooh, damn, I will bust on her back. And so once you bust on her back, that goal was accomplished. Everything else from that day forth is an add-on. Is she cool? Is she nice? Is she friendly? Is she wifey type? Is she girlfriend type? All that is an add-on. Your first initial goal was to bust on her back. You did that. So if she tell you, get out, and I done already bust on your back. I can't stand you. Don't matter. You didn't even know me when I was having the dream of busting on your back for the first 30 seconds when I first saw you. So You being mad at me ain't no different than you not knowing me. Either way, I accomplished my goal. I'm out of here. Meet me. Here. Some of you dudes, they just guilt you into it. I ain't being cheap, girl. I'm just saying you could buy a meal for me, man. Please. Y'all know my line. Here's what we gonna do. Andre will tell you in a minute. What's Andre line? Here's what we gonna do. That shuts everything else down. I'll be like, listen, here's what we gonna do. You gonna order my meal. You gonna pay for yours. We going Dutch? You being cheap? I say, you heard what I just said. We ordering the food. You pay for yours. You can get out. Yes, I can. Why? I done already beat the coochie up. Dude, I done already beat this coochie. Don't let me have been beating it up for like 3 weeks. The female really ain't got no leverage. That leverage is gone. Gone. If I'd have beat the coochie up for 3 weeks, the goal of whatever my fantasy was, the first 30 seconds before I met her, I've accomplished that for 3 weeks of beating her back in, and she want to tell me you can go? Me. I'm out of here. Please. Or the other ones that we hear. You will never get this coochie again. In the last 3 weeks, I have ran up in you 12 times, 3 times in your asshole. Do you really think I care about if I never get that coochie again? Baby, your coochie is at that stage where my dick is yawning. Yeah. Do I have to? Anytime your dick look at you like, do I have to? Girl, I done smashed you like 12 times in 2 weeks. 3 times in your booty hole. And my dick yawning like, get me something new, Paul. Your dick looking back at you like, come on, man. You giving me this again? Am I eating the same morsels again? Please put me out. Cuss me out. Throw me out. I don't give a damn. I have been up in you 12 times in 3 weeks. You think I give up? What you talking about? Girl, listen, when I leave, all you're going to do is go to the mirror, call yourself a bitch. You shouldn't have did it like you did it last time. Your doctor and your therapist told you, stop giving the coochie away like you normally do. That's what you're going to do like you always do. You're going to do like you did with the last dude. As soon as I leave, you're going to be kicking yourself in the ass. And then you're going to call me over to come smash you for the 13th time. Stop me when I'm lying, guys. That's all they do. They be, get out. I can't stand you. Ain't. And you leave, cool, especially the cooler you leave, the madder they get. Because you be like, all right, cool, shit, all right. Putting your shit on. I just want to wash my balls. So I wash my balls at home. Okay. Let me put my sweatpants back on. Hey, I'll drive back home in the snow. I don't care how much snow out there. I don't care if it's fall. Fuck you. I'm out of here. It's cool, baby. Don't be tripping. Yeah, get out my shit. You gonna wake my kids up. All right. I'm the quiet when you don't want to talk loud. You leave. She walks straight to her bathroom and look in the mirror. Why'd you do that again, girl? You said that you weren't gonna do that no more. You said that the next dude, you were not gonna let him run up in your booty hole. And what'd you do? You gonna have to stop being a bitch, girl, and be a woman. You are a queen. You are a queen. You need to treat yourself like a queen. Andre ain't. Men ain't. I can't stand men, but I don't like pussy. I wish it was something else other than women and men. I think I love him. Get the fuck out of here. Oh my God. Oh my God. I ain't lying. Y'all know I ain't lying. Y'all know I ain't lying. We all been there. We all been there. It's not lonely because they watching you. Yup. Shout out to my man Sean, my best friend in the States, man. My sidekick dude got me off into this. Oh, I'm just telling the truth. Y'all know I'm telling the truth, man. We all been there. She go right to the mirror as soon as you leave. Jesus, I'm so sorry. I should not have sex. You told me to sit back, and I should not have did what I did with Andre, nasty, freaky tail, who sucked my toes. If you just send me a good man, sent you a good man, but since you didn't want to go Dutch on the after sex meal, you ran the good man off. Some women have ran off some of the best dudes because they were being what society told them to be. Bitchy. Dude said, let's go half on the meal then. And said, no, I ain't going, you cheat. Oh, so you want to insult me, but you want me to be your man. If you insult me now, if I'm not your man, how much more you going to talk crazy to me when you finally in love? I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I've already shoveled your snow anyway, girl. I've already shoveled your snow. Now I'm put the salt down there. I done ran through your driveway, girl. I'm out of here. In about a half an hour, your kid's gonna wake up. So I suggest you stop all that crying and get ready to feed them kids. Bust on her back and leave looking like a glazed donut for real. Let her back look like Krispy Kreme. All type of DNA and evidence on her back. She want to get some of your sperm, some of your semen. Get it off your back. Get it off your back. You want some of the black man's semen? Get it off your back. That's what you gonna do. Get it off your back. Got your back looking like a frozen rooftop. Get it off your back. Got your back looking like it's a plastic Barbie. Get it off your back. You want some black man semen? Get it off your back. Seriously. Hey, y'all gonna stop laughing. This is especially you two. Give it off your back. Giving Tyler Perry advice in the mirror. For real. I ain't gonna cry. No, I ain't gonna cry. Sing a Mary J. Blige shit in the mirror. Cause he ain't wipe my tears. I like them too. Girl, you done ran off another one. He could have helped you take care of these kids. She got to wipe your cum off her dry cum, your dry cum off her lip and shit. He ain't worth crying over anyway. These kids get you hearing the kids in the background. Mama, I'm hungry, mama. What we about to eat? Love yourself, girl. You are a black queen. You wrong, Dre. You are a queen. Love yourself and them kids. You got kids to look out for. Get in there and take care of them kids. That's right, Jesus. I love me. I am a queen, and I'm a good mother. Take your butt in there, and she'd have forgot to wash the damn nut off her back while she's feeding the kids. Like, you nasty girl. You do realize you forgot to wipe the nut off your back when you went and put the t-shirt on to go cry in the mirror. Now you're feeding the kids, walking the kids to the school bus and shit, saying kids have a good day. You ain't jumped in there and shower. You still got Krispy Kreme nut on your back after you done walk the kids to the school bus until you get your nasty ass in the shower. You crying tears. You need to be taking your butt in that shower, crying that nut off your back. But you're nasty. Get it off your back. God dang it. All right, here we go. Oh, we having a good time tonight. Y'all knew what was coming with it tonight. They said you kind, you so important. You is loved. You kind, you are important. You are loved. You are somebody, girl. Don't you let no man regulate you. Don't you let no man treat you wrong again. You ain't got to go through this. You do not have to keep putting yourself through this. I know all men are dogs, but you hold on. Damn kids, hold on. You are a queen. You treat yourself like that. Get it off your back. That's for real, man. Shout out to Andrew. Andrew says, he said, Andrea, a lot of brothers would love to have what you have. And Andrea, and have been hard to realize that it wouldn't have happened here in the U.S. It wouldn't have. Shout out to you for the $10 super chat. It wouldn't have happened, bro. Not in the States. Could it? I was with some really good people in the States. I wasn't with no bad women. So it just wasn't meant for me to be in the States. You know, it wasn't about the women. And for many of us, it's not about the women. It's not about all the ladies. We having fun with it. But at the end of the day, the cost of living in the United States is just not worth it. When I dropped the brother off today and I took him around to get the money exchange and took him, to different places, we went out to eat. I could see his brain, because he had never been to Colombia. So I could see his brain turn. I said, you're still trying to process everything, aren't you? He's like, bruh. He said, I don't know what I was thinking, what Colombia was. He said, it's another thing to see all on YouTube videos and all. He said, but to actually be here and to see all the stuff that we got in the States, the same regular cars, the same clothes, the same outfits, the same stores in the mall, the same. He said, it's the same. I say, but the only difference is y'all pay 4 times as much for the same shit. That's why dudes are leaving the United States too. It's too expensive to live in that month. And I don't care what you ballers are saying, man, but I'm making my pension is worth, and I got 3 businesses. You are still overspending for the same toilet paper, Mr. Baller, Mr. I make $3 million a year. The same toilet paper that you paying for is still expensive compared to the rest of the world. Just because you make a lot of money, Mr. I got my retirement, that's cool. But that doesn't mean that you have to blow it by way of being in the United States. Overspending. You own 3 houses in the States. Got you. Those 3 houses, you could have got 13 houses in other countries. Why you bragging about your 3 damn houses that you own in the States? You see where I'm going with that? You could have had 2 in Belize. You could have had 2 here in Colombia, 2 more in Brazil. You could have had 2 more bad motherfuckers in Mexico. And you want to brag about them 3 ragged ass houses you own in the state with a plot of land. You overpaying for everything in the States. Taxes out the ass. Man, I'm like Trump. I ain't gonna even lie. I'm with Trump. If you want the tax laws to change, you got to put somebody else in there to change them. You better vote them out. Until then, I'm taking advantage of all these damn white boy expat living outside the United States tax breaks that I get. Damn right. All I pay on is Social Security. That's it. That's it. I got so much tax. Dude, I got tax breaks here in South America and from America that I don't get a chance to use. I don't get a chance to use the student tax breaks because I ain't no student. You get tax breaks down here for being a student. You tell the United States, listen, I'm a student here in Colombia. Oh, yeah, you can put that on your taxes too. All your school books, transportation, everything. There's so many dang tax breaks, man. And y'all up there in the United States, I don't care how much money you make, you still paying them damn $4-5 a gallon, $3.50 a gallon. We down here at $1.45 a gallon, $2.15 a gallon. Man, please. Dang, don't be no woman. Don't think about the women at the top of the totem pole. No, I left the United States because cost of living was better, healthier. Dude, the brother that today, he ordered a pizza, vegetarian pizza. He was like, bruh, is it just me or did they just make that crust today? I said, yeah, they make the crust like they make it. When you come in, they actually make the crust. He said, man, and these vegetables taste like they just picked them from the garden like 15 minutes ago. I said, yeah, but I said, because they picked them from the gardens last night, bring them in, and they get them from all the stores. Everything down here is healthy than a mother. You think I want to live in a country with all them pesticides and you got to have numbers on all of the fruit? Okay. Come on down here to Colombia. Every fruit and vegetable ain't got numbers on them like the United States. Well, this number on here means this. You got to know which goddamn avocado is healthy. If it has a 6 on it, it means that it had pesticides. But if it has a 9 on it, then it means that it's extra healthy. You got to be in the United States where you still got to put, yeah, it's true, EMB, you got to learn Spanish. That's true too. But you also got to put your eggs and your milk in the refrigerator. I can't remember too many countries that I know of that got white eggs naturally. What chicken is laying white eggs except in the goddamn cartoons and in the United States? You get some brown eggs in the United States, you paying an extra $1.15, an extra $1.45, $2.45 extra for brown eggs, the color that the dang eggs came out of the chicken. You gotta pay for the natural color. But they will bleach your in the United States. And y'all want me to stay there for that? I didn't leave the United States for the women. Sorry. Just in case you guys were wondering, no. I left the United States because I want to live at least a little healthier than the average bear. They sit up there cleaning your chicken with chlorine. All y'all chicken. All y'all sit up there eat. That's the kernel right there. That's some good chicken, mama. That same chicken that y'all eating. Church picnics. My mama was eating. Your mama was eating. That same chicken. Clean with the same chloride that they use to clean swimming pools. The same that they put off to clean the drinking water in the States. And y'all think that, and the part that gets me, women in the States actually think we going to other countries because of women. They are the cherry on the cake. They are not the cherry. Monk Mode said, Cali is my happy place. Pookie, stay in America, please. True. My man Jay said I paid $2.22 for breakfast this morning. And it don't be no small breakfast. It be a nice little breakfast. You can't even pay $2.22 for a damn egg McMuffin in the United States. And an orange juice. You can't get an orange juice and an egg McMuffin for $2.22 in the States. And don't act like you want to throw a hash brown in that mother. Because they didn't even put the taxes on that mother yet. That's funny as hell. I'm just saying, man. I love it. I love it. Hey, sexy boo. You have a good time? Okay. All right, guys. Let's continue on. So we went through just talk about the attitude and appreciated shit. And you appreciate it in other countries. Number 3, when it comes to post-nut clarity, United States versus Colombia is this. Part of your post-nut clarity is you'll realize that women in the United States, for the most part, they aren't teachable. After you done bust that nut and you're like, okay, what's next? You can't tell them shit. But I'm not just going to put that on the women, because a lot of that has to do with us men too. You can't tell men shit either. United States, we think we know everything. We think we know everything. Everything. You can't teach us nothing. The Bible says in a council of many there is safety. We don't want the council. We don't want many. We know everything. We can't nobody tell us in the United States. We professional at everything. Everything. And so it is with the women. They are not teachable for the most part. You can't sit back and say, babe, how about we do it this way? You say not teachable, not agreeable. Good point. How about we do it this way, babe? And then we get better traction. Not in the United States. I've been doing it like this my whole life. My mama taught me how to do it like this. My daddy was supposed to teach me how to do it like this, but he went around. But I know how to. Okay. Here in South America, women expect you to come with leadership skills. Remember the 3 P's. You're expected. That judges your manhood in most countries. Provision, your ability to provide, not just finance, but also provide wisdom to your family. Protection, your ability not only physically to protect, but also mentally with wise teachings that will protect your woman from situations. Babe, don't get off into that. Why? I can't stand her. Babe, it's not about that. It's about the fact that you are above those ghetto type of behavior patterns. That's not you, babe. So let's not feed off into that mess. Let's not go there. You don't tell me what to do. You ain't my dad. See? After you done nutted up in her, you got to deal with that. That's your post-nut clarity in the States, and I mean that. Eventually, even if she ain't came with it now, she will eventually come with it. You can't tell me nothing. You see the situation right in front of her. It's about to go left, and she will shout you down for 3 hours. And then when it go left, expect your help to get out of it. Like a child. Like I said, provision, protection, problem-solving skills. Those are the 3 things that you are judged for or by as a man around the world, no matter where you are. Protection, provision, your problem-solving skills. You're not respected for that in the United States anymore. And people expect me to say, people think I talk like this because of the cameras. I talk like this because cameras have to go off. And you guys have to deal with the real world. And there's enough people that have been telling us lies in the United States about a lot of stuff. Enough is enough. We have to start telling each other some truths. And some of the truths are, you are not being respected in the area of after you done bust up in her, you still can't tell her nothing. After you done gave her 3 or 4 orgasms or 3 or 4 kids, you still can't tell her nothing. You got many women in South America that are humble enough, not all, but many women are very humble enough to actually hear what you have to at least hear you out, hear what you have to say about a suggestion. One thing I notice about Andrea is this. As long as I explain to her a decent why I made a decision, she's usually cool with my decision. I can at least easily say 95% of the decisions that I've made for our family, as long as I give her some clarity of why I'm maneuvering in that direction, she's usually like, I got it. Okay, cool. Let's see how it works. And if it doesn't work out, Andrea, not one time has Andrea said, I told you so. We should have did it my way. She never waits for that boot to drop. In America, they wait for that boot to drop. Women can't wait to tell you, I told you so. I told you, you just like your daddy. I told you, black, you don't know what you're doing. You think you know everything. You get on my nerve with that shit. You always try to tell somebody what to do. Why don't you listen sometime? All this, all that here, but all... No. And if you have a woman down here that's doing that, you got the wrong woman on your team. I'm going to say that again. If you're in South America and you got a moody woman with an attitude, you got the wrong woman on your team. The person who you have on your team should always be teachable. I don't care if you the same age. If she's 50 and you're 50, I don't care. She should always be in a position to where she realizes that you are the leader of the house. She is the manager of the house. You have a mission. You have a mission. She has a like a submarine, mission. That's what we call submission in our house. I have a mission. My mission is the leader. She has a submission, like the submarine. Just as the Navy is just as important as the Air Force. She has a submission, the management of the home. That's what submission is in our home. And if you got a woman that's not willing to allow you to have a mission and she has a sub-mission, what the hell you got her around for? You already busted nut up in her for 3 weeks. What's she around for? Week number 4? Fuck out of here. Some of y'all women, y'all should have went on monk mode before they start even using the term monk mode. You should have been like, I should have been done fucking him. Some of y'all know y'all got females y'all only smash because it's winter. Am I the only one that had winter women? Oh, I'm the only one. See, why I'm always got to play the bad guy. I am not the only dude out there that had winter women. There are women that I'm not talking about no fat, ugly chick. I'm talking about women that I knew that ain't had no man. Winter is coming. Snow is about to fall like late October, early November. I could always, hey, big head, how you doing? How the kids doing? Beat they back in the snow. You know, here's my line. Hey, especially on the snow, when it's really snowing and it's frost on the window of her house or apartment. Hey, you know if I come over, I ain't going home, right? You know if I drive through the snow, I ain't going home, right? All right, I'll see you in a minute. I just want to let you, I ain't going home. That was my line. I ain't the only one with the winter women. Leaving before Christmas. Come back on February 15th. Get rid of them by the time fall ends. Spring ends. Thank you, Andrew. At least somebody on Dre's team. You said, where in the U.S. did you grow up? Detroit, Cleveland, Indianapolis, Fort Wayne, Chi-Town, EC, Atlanta, a little bit of time in Oakland, then shot on down to Tampa, and then skipped over to Orlando before I oh, your boy gets around. Before I moved to Colombia. Yeah, man. Shout out to Martell in the building. He said, Andre, I'm headed to Southeast Asia for 2 months. That's what's up, brother. Next week. But you won me over by making my next trip Colombia. Make sure you spell it with 2 O's next time, brother. Keep cooking, and bringing the great content, my man. Thank you very much, brother, for the support and $20 super chat. I appreciate you, brothers. I really do, man. You have fun, man. Hey, keep us posted, man. Keep us posted on your trip to Southeast Asia. I'm serious. I like to hear brothers' adventures. What about he said, what up in NYC? Yeah, man. You know what? I've only been to NYC one time. When we go back to the States, that's one of the places that we are definitely heading to. Oh yeah. I used to ride motorcycles through from ride my bike from Cleveland to Cincy. I just every year at the Cincinnati Jazz Fest, I'm always there. Riding past cornfields. Shout out to the Midwest. Yep. I kid you not. Shout out to Law Dog in the building as well, man. Law Dog, women have all the control and power in the U.S. You have to leave the matrix. True. You have to leave the matrix to be the man again, unfortunately. Yes, he's right. Like Nubian says, I can see the BS coming from a mile away, and I'll still get hit with it. Yep. You can see it. It's not like you're trying to one up your girl or nothing. You be like, babe, maybe we should just make a left instead of a right. Don't be telling me. And don't let you have made a mistake last time about something that has nothing to do with what's going on right now. Don't be telling me what to do because the last time we listened to you, well, that ain't got nothing to do with what we're doing right now. We ended up in a ditch. Well, maybe we did. But that's what leadership is all about. Leadership, no company runs with everything running 100% smooth. Leadership is my ability to get us out of the ditches of life. That's where the problem-solving skills come in, ma'am. Man, that post-nut clarity gonna let you know, man. Yeah, I ain't gonna have that many teachable women in the States. You got some, but not many. And I wish I could, you know what? I wish it was the exact opposite. I wish I could sit back and cameras go off and I'm just talking junk. And Andre we just having fun. But you guys know, once this camera goes off, you guys go back to y'all regular US lives and y'all see that same BS. It ain't like y'all looking for it, but it's there. Even with some of the good women. He said, any advice for those staying in the US? Get on monk mode. If you got kids, take care of your kids. If you take care of mom, dad, take care of your parents while they're still around. Enjoy them. Start traveling to other countries to find out what country works best for you. If you find that country, let's say you find Colombia, start traveling to other cities in that country to see which city works best for you. That's going to give you enough time that by the time mom and dad graduate through life or the kids get older, you know what city that you want to live in. You know what country you want to live in. That's my advice for men in the States. The other advice for men that are going to stay in the States, in the words of, I think it was Harold Melvin in the Blue Notes, Teddy Pendergrass, the world ain't gonna get no better if we just let it be. Nah, 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 nah. World ain't getting no better. We gotta change it, girl. Just you and me. Yeah, it ain't gonna get no better. If you dudes think that the laws are gonna change when it comes to alimony across the country, it ain't. If you think child support is laws about to change in the next few minutes, they won't. If you think that women are going to all of a sudden start cooking, cleaning, be supportive, understanding across the country just because they're getting older, they won't. Do you think that they're going to start having y'all kids when they're younger instead of being older? I mean, actually marrying y'all younger instead of waiting till they're older. You got white girls that get married while they walking out of college. They get married. Only sisters, the only ones that ain't walking out of college with a wedding ring on. They got degrees, education, they making that money, got you. If you think it's going to get better in the United States, go and hang around. Come on, go and hang around. I asked the brothers on the cruise show. I mean, not the cruise show, but No, wait a minute. The Daily Wrap Up. I'm going to show that video. I was on the Daily Wrap Up about a month plus ago. The young brothers, the 3 young brothers, cool young dudes. And I asked them a question. Because they always talk about, the brotherhood, the sisters, the togetherness. We can bring it back to unity, brothers and sisters. And I love the fact that those young brothers think like that. And I asked them this question. Do you think in your lifetime that it's going to get any better? These young guys are in their early 30s. Do they think that it's going to get any better for men and women as far as relationships in the United States before you young men pass on? All 3 of them said no. They said, we're trying our best, Dre. We're trying to sow this, plant the seeds and hopefully it grow over the next 2-3 generations. Which one of y'all are willing to give up 2-3 generations of your life so relationships could maybe come back together in the United States 50 years after you dead? Which one of you dudes? No, seriously. I'm talking about all you dudes. Black, white, gray, purple, purple. Which one of you dudes in the comment section are willing to give up the rest of your life and deal with raggedy relationships and maybe relationships? Maybe you'll find a good one here. Maybe you'll find a good one there that won't divorce you. In the United States, and it's going to happen 50 to 60 years after you're dead and gone. I'm not willing to do that. If I do it right, I got about a good 30 years left on this thing, right? If I do it right, you think I'm willing to give up 30 fucking years to wait for women to get their shit together? Are you freaking crazy? I will let you do that. I'll let you Russell Simmons and ride that, Russell Wilson and ride that mother. I'm Russell Simmons. Y'all be Russell Wilson. At least Russell Simmons knew when it's time to go. When you got to go, you got to go. Some of y'all trying to convince yourself, fast yourself. And then it's the other part. Many of us that grew up spiritual thinking that if I leave the United States, am I leaving God's calling on my life? Guess what? There's almost 7 billion more people that God has a calling on your life to help out too. You feel like you deserting the cause of the brothers and sisters. You feel like you're deserted. Are they right? Are we running from the United States? I ain't ran no damn where. And ain't ran from nothing. I ain't had nothing. I ain't had no warrants in the United States. I ain't had none. We black. If ain't no warrant, we ain't running from nothing. We don't run from a fight. We don't run from a shootout. We ain't nobody gonna run because women ain't giving up no coochie. Or women got attitudes. I'm gonna run. What happened? The ladies back there, they aren't giving any coochie. We don't give up. If women only knew the truth and admitted the truth, I'm gonna say something that most of the dudes with passport bros don't say. Ladies, hear us out. We have already ran through most of y'all. If anything, when it comes to women, if you want to blame foreign women for anything that they got coochie, we ain't already ran through. Ladies, most of y'all have been run through. I don't care if it was 2 dudes. I don't care if it was 22 dudes. All ain't no passport bro virgins, okay? It ain't that many virgins of passport bros. It ain't no brother walking around saying I ain't never had no coochie, but I got a passport. We've been running through y'all. That's one of the reasons we tired, because it's so easy to run through y'all. Y'all are no challenge anymore. Y'all don't make us feel like we got to use our claws anymore, our fangs anymore, our animal instincts anymore. We ain't got to know your name. I could give you fake names. The one dude, I was watching the video that came out a couple weeks ago with Kendra G. I watched it again last night. The one brother named House of something. I forget. This the brother that had 7 kids, and he told all 7 women, I do not want to have a baby. None of these women, none of them put him on child support because they do not know what state he live in. None of them have his real name. You got 7 women with 7 kids running around the United States that don't even know the name of the dude that House of Hypocrites. That was his name, House of Hypocrites. And he had no shame about it. Ladies, we have ran through y'all. I didn't go lie to y'all. Y'all ready? I love being in a country where you can't get it overnight. Once again, for the public service announcement, I'm not talking about the female scammers that will give it to you the first night, trying to scam you out some money or try to rob you, not scoping you. I'm not talking about pay-for-play girls because they get paid to give it to you the first night. I'm not talking about the party girls because that's what party girls do. I'm talking about everyday, regular, go to work, go home, Colombian, Brazilian, South American women. You ain't gonna get it the first day. Maybe in Brazil it's like that, but it dang sure ain't like that in Colombia. We just watched a couple weeks ago a video, young lady, attractive young lady. She said, me and my friends, we have never had a one-night stand. All Andrea girls fine, ain't none of them either. And I like being in a country like that. I'm so used to being in a country where all I got to do is glance at a chick. Think about it, guys. You could be at home in the States, bored in a mother. All you got to do is open up Plenty of Fish or Tinder. Do you know how much coochie I was getting on Plenty of Fish and all I wrote was 3 words? Waffles or pancakes? I didn't have the best photos ever invented. None of that stuff. It's just that females in the States give it up. I've had females that literally tell me to my face, we are not going to fuck. 10 minutes later, I'm busting in the back of their throat and opening up their butt cheeks. I'm glad I live in a country where I got to be a man and I got to be patient like old school dudes throughout history. I got to court a real woman. I got to court and get to know her. I'm glad I live in a country like that. I'm glad Andrea told me, oh, you ain't gonna get it the first night, player. You can forget about that. Y'all laughing in the comment section. You know why y'all laughing? Because y'all been there. Y'all been there. We all been there. We done had a female tell us to our damn face, you are not getting this pussy. And be so serious and so sincere. And it don't even be you banging her out. She's screaming at the top of her lungs. And you thinking, this the same heifer that just told me 30 minutes ago I will not get this pussy. I told y'all about the one chick. Dude, I don't know, some of y'all ain't heard the story, but dude, y'all know I always got a story. Dude, Puerto Rican chick, met on Plenty of Fish. Bad little mama. Met on Plenty of Fish. Got to exchange numbers. First night. Exchanged numbers the first night. Called her up. We chopped it up for about 20 minutes. I say, what you doing right now? She said nothing. I said, I'm on my way with a bottle of wine. She said this. We ain't fucking. Bruh. Literally got to her house. Literally fucked her on her couch before she even closed the front door. We did not even say hello, hi, nothing. Literally, she opens up the door. I'll walk in, lift her up, carry her straight to the couch, condom, put the condom on, breaking her. We ain't said no hi, how you doing? I could have been the wrong dude, total nothing. Front door wide open, her little dog running around like, should I go out or should I stay? I'ma stay and watch what happens. Dog looking like this. Front door wide open. I picked her up, take her to the bed. Front door still open. Take her to the bedroom, bust her out some more. By the time I get done, kids, true story. Still ain't said nothing to each other, except for like oohs and ahs. Until after we get done posting that clarity, did you close the front door or did I? And then we looked at like, oh shit, the front door is still open. Hi, how you doing? My name is Andre. I've had women do, I've literally met, hello, how are you doing, at a friend's house. Literally. 5 minutes later, was smashing her in the elevator going down. Hi, how you doing? We walked to the elevator because she was about to leave. I said, well, let me walk you to your car. Okay, cool. It was, even though it was in a tall building, I'm busting her back out in a damn. And American women expect you to call them queens? And this the part, these don't be broke. This the part that blows me away. If I was dealing with broke, hood, head bobbing chicks, I could see, she just, how people always stereotype sisters from the hood as if they lower class. So she just a hood chick anyway. No. These be sisters that I got a master's in this. And I have blown the back out of scientists, literal scientists that be inventing new shit in labs. I keep trying to tell people the only thing I ain't fuck yet was an Eskimo that was an astronaut. Or an astronaut that was an Eskimo. I kid y'all not. Only hair color that I got away. I didn't get a chance to smash one of those. Shout out to all you dudes that did. I'm so glad I do live in a country where if you're going to approach a decent woman, she ain't going to give it to you that first. Even if you want, and Andrea told me that, she said, I wanted to give it to you. I wanted to. She said, but no, you are not, you're not going to play me like those women over there. And most of the good Colombian women down here, you are not going to hit it the first. If you hit it the first night, you either a party girl or either you were already talking to her for a while. Like you guys were like, while you were in the States, you guys were conversing back and forth. You were getting to know each other. That I could see something like that happening. But I'm talking about just meeting a Colombian woman and you taking her home that night. That was a party girl. Or that was a scammer. She thinking if she give you sex, she can get some money from you. Or that was a regular pay for play. But a regular Colombian woman, you are not getting that the first night. Y'all can get, all you do just coming down for the festival, you might as well collect numbers. Because the first night, you ain't getting that the first night. Unless you was already hollering at her in the States and then you came down here and y'all hooked up and everything cool. But a regular chick, fuck out of here. No. It just, and I love it like that. Because that's how most of the world works. Everybody's not throwing their coochie around. Not everybody. Many countries in the world, you would go get it the first night. You're going to have to wait a couple nights. I'm willing to wait a couple nights. United States, man, it's embarrassing how it is, man. As a dude, as far as sexual prowess, you love it. You love that you can get it like 15 minutes. But as you grow older, you start to realize like, man, these women ain't got no respect for themselves. I met this one chick on Plenty of Fish. Y'all know I got stories. Met this one chick on POF. I got so many POF stories. I kid you not. I was at work. You know, you at work bored. You're like, okay, cool. I hit this chick on POF. Bad little mama. Seeing. She responds, I'm in your city on business. I said, I'm BSing. I'm on my way. How you on your way? You don't even know where I am. You said you here on business, so you downtown right now. You don't know what hotel I'm in. I'll just wait around till I see something as beautiful as you come out. Oh, you smooth with it. No, I'm not. I'm just on my way driving the way you are. Now, mind you, I'm still sitting at my desk at work. I got about 30 minutes before I need to clock out. She sends me her hotel spot. Break her back in. We sat down in the lobby, talked for an hour. After about an hour talking, we walked right upstairs. In the words of Kevin, I can't make this shit up. And some of y'all been in long-term relationships with a person that you smashed the first night or within the first hour. Many of us have been in relationships with people we bust with that post nut clarity and they were still cool. So we like, hey, she good people too. She got good coochie and she good. And all of a sudden we're in a relationship with that person for years. Man, what sold me, I kid you not, what sold me on Andrea when she said you ain't gonna get it tonight. Dude, my like a Doberman, my ears went straight up like, did a female just tell me I ain't gonna get it tonight? Who is this woman, pray tell, that speaks such language? This is not Spanish. What foreign language is this to say no to me? That's what caught my eye. I mean, she's beautiful and fun and everything else, but it was the fact that she respected herself enough to be like, I ain't like the rest of them. Man, I want you, but I ain't gonna let you know. So, dude, it's just too easy in the United States. Let's look at the last one as far as post-nut clarity, United States versus Colombia. Yeah, I got the war stories, Aaron. I got the war stories. He said that's more he said the more I be hearing these crazy type of stories, the more I don't trust women. Mr. Spacely says Space in Places out there says I actually don't love it. These bras is nasty as I actually makes me paranoid about diseases, and yeah, I was like that too. And energy, not to mention not trusting them. That's so true, bruh. It was women that I could easily say out of the last 5 women, if not 7 women I had, six of them were one-night stands. It would have been 9, but one of them got so pissy drunk that I just drove her home. She was pissy drunk and she was belligerent, but she warned me. It was my fault. She said, Andre, she told me, she straight up, she said, she was a co-worker too. She said, I like you. I've been wanting to get with you for a while. She said, but I'm not the best person when it comes to drinking. You might not want me to drink. And I was like, no, come and have a drink with me. She was so belligerent, so embarrassing. She was a wreck of a loud, obnoxious, just a wreck of a drunk. And it took me everything not to drive off and leave her at that restaurant. I was like, nope, Dre, at least take her home and you go pick up somebody else. But it was like I said, it was my fault because she told me, she said, Dre, I'm not the best drinker. And she was cool, calm, sweet. I'm like, no, it was afternoon. It wasn't even that night. It was afternoon, after work drinks. That was me having a hard head, not listening. But yeah, you got to worry about diseases. And when you get it so easy, you do feel paranoid. Like, What's the catch? And you don't trust them. And that's why many of them became one night stands. And that's why, I kid you not, that's why a lot of them couldn't enter in relationships even though they were good women, because they let me hit it the first night. If you let me hit it the first, man, I had gay women allow me to wait, or making me wait longer than regular women. I was going through this like hot gay girl chick phase. Like if you was gay and you was fine as hell, I was gonna smash you, because I knew gay women love dick anyway. Especially the dykier you are and the sexier you are, the more I was gonna break your backhand. And I guess because they were gay, they made me wait a little bit longer than regular women did. Eventually, I was beating their back in anyway. I was going through this gay phase bad. Like some of you dudes go through a blonde phase where you just be like, I'm smashing all blondes. All blondes beware. Some of you dudes be like, I'm going through this curly hair phase. Come on, I ain't the only one. I done been through a lot of phases. Like I went through the curly hair phase. Like anybody with curly hair, she was going to get it. Straight hair was not attractive to me. You had to have the curls. I went through the dark skin phase. Like if you're chocolate, you're mine, girl. Then I went through the mixed girl phase. Like if you mix with what? Japanese, Korean, and Botswana. I went through that phase, but then I went through the gay girl phase. Oh man, if you was gay and you was fine, you was getting it. And you couldn't tell me nothing. You might as well have been straight, because I don't care what your girlfriend said. I don't care about nothing. I don't care what your dyke girl said. I got to have you, girl. I see you. I like you. I got to have you. Now we can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way. Serious, man. Serious. I done been through the brunette phase where it was like, if you wasn't brunette, especially when I was dealing with Italian chicks, I was going through the brunette phase. If your hair wasn't brunette, like that dark brown, you couldn't get it. I had already gone through the blonde phase. I didn't want any more blondes. Shout out to Bolak in the building. He said definitely went through the chocolate phase. Yeah, man. Yeah, you just be going through these phases. You be like, Then you go through the Asian girl phase and you just be like dealing with Asian girls. It's just phases. But yeah. Yeah, the last thing about post-nut clarity, man. Like I mentioned, it ain't gonna get no better. That should be the clearest thing about post-nut clarity in the United States. After you bust that nut, do not think because you done found your queen that is gonna get better for most men. For all the dudes that's married in the United States and you got a good woman, or you're in a relationship with a good woman, I'm happy for you. Because what you have is not easy to find. She'll say it is, my girlfriends are good, they're sweet. Yes, they're good girlfriends to you, but you aren't dating your girlfriends. And their ex-boyfriends will tell you otherwise about your girlfriend, ladies. But as for us, your number one post-nut clarity in the United States, it ain't gonna get no better. If you're a good man, you take care of your business in the United States, and you get married, you have a 50% chance that marriage is not going to work out, even for a good man. You have, of that 50% chance of a marriage ending, you have a almost 70 to 80% chance that your woman is going to be the one to leave you. If you are with a professional woman, I got my degrees, it's up to 90%. Of the 50% of marriages that end in the United States, 90% of professional women, they're the ones that file for the divorce and take half your shit. After you done bust all them nuts up in all that post-nut clarity that told you to leave and you stayed, half your pension, ex-military, gone. All you do is with a 401k, Roth IRAs, all your cryptocurrency investments, gone. 50% of it. We ain't talking about child support yet. We're not talking about the states that some of you guys live in with lifetime alimony. You were a good dude trying to do the right thing. You weren't even an ass. You were a great husband. She could just wake up and say, like I think it was Tia said, I'm just bored with my husband. I'm bored. That Boris Kojo wife, Nicole, just said that this week. That Boris Kojo, he ain't enough. We're talking about bald head from Germany, Boris Kojo. All the ladies like tall and bronze. And his woman told him on an interview, I don't think my man's, he's just not enough. He's just not enough for what I'm looking for. He's cool, but he's just not enough. So even if you're a good dude, for most women, you're not enough. Let's say if you're a good dude and you marry a woman that has children. You're a good dude. You want to do the right, I did. You want to do the right thing. Not knowing I had a 66% chance of that marriage not even working. I'll say it again. Regular marriages end at a 50% rate. Step parent or blended families end at a 66% rate. And while in normal relationships, men only file for divorce 10 to 20% of the time, in a blended family, step parenting relationship, men file for divorce 61% of the time, like I did. I didn't even know the statistic was that high when I filed for divorce. And I was with a good woman. That step, and the kids weren't bad, but it was not my calling to be somebody else's father of another man's children and not be able to have my own offspring. 61%. All this is post-nut clarity in the United States that I'm talking. After you done bust, now we just finished talking about all you good men with post-nut clarity. What about all the Pookies and Ray Ray? Let's say you the bad boy, you the wild child, I got all these ladies type of dude. You really ain't got a chance. So all you got is child support and a bunch of babies all over the place. You really ain't got no chance. If you're a bad boy, you in and out of jails. If you're a bad boy, you in domestic violence. You got a record downtown for some BS. If you're a bad boy, you the one that's sitting up there passing around all these diseases that women getting. Women ain't giving women diseases. I'm going to say this again. They can say all they want about women in Houston and talk about women in other parts of the state that black women got the most. Somebody giving it to them. Pookie, Ray Ray. That's part of your post-nut clarity, bad boy. Your life ain't gonna get no better in the States. Man, bro, I wish I could just get more dudes to wake up from that damn dream or that hope that you think that you have that things gonna turn around in the United States. It freaking not. And you thinking that your situation is rare and is different. I'll never forget there was a YouTuber. And of course I ain't gonna say the brother name. You know how you know how we on a panel, a bunch of us on the same, we just talking about a topic. And I'll never forget this. He was laughing on the YouTube channel, the camera's on, laughing, conversing, really educated brother, really down to earth, cool brother. And I'll never forget, he turned away from the camera and he thought that he put the camera on mute. And he thought he turned it where, you just see the avatar. And he didn't. And his woman walked in the room and said, I thought I told you to watch them goddamn kids. You need to get off that damn YouTube and get your ass in there and watch them kids. And then a few seconds later, that's when he realized that he hadn't put it on avatar and he hadn't put himself on mute. Now the rest of the panel kept talking, and and everybody let it go as if they didn't hear anything. But as you could tell, I never let that moment go, and it's still seared right here. That's another reason why you guys always hear me talk about when the cameras go off, real life comes in. That's y'all real life. Whether she hollering at you or whether she gonna eventually drain you, that's your life in the United States. What do you do about it? I don't know. I don't have the answer to everything. But as for Andre and a bunch of other dudes in my neighborhood, all these brothers that's living down here, we ain't going through that shit. We ain't going through that shit, man. Y'all can have it. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Y'all can all that shit, all of it. Every bar, every stripe, y'all can have it. I love the United States. I really do. As a country, I love it. I love that I was raised there. I love everything about it. But when it comes to relationships, the gamble's not worth it. The sweet woman that you have today, that you think that you had her for 5 years and she's sweet as can be, could turn on you. See, check it. Me and Andre been together 4 years married, together 5 years. Let's say next year Andrea changes. Bam, she just turns on your boy. All Andrea can get is what we have in the marriage. All that I already have and already own is all mine. All mine. I don't lose no 50% of pensions. I'm married in Colombia. I don't lose 50% of my investments. I'm married in Colombia. I ain't got to pay alimony levels like in the States, if I got to pay that at all. I live in Colombia. And child support levels, let's say we had children, child support levels ain't shit like the United States. $50, $60 a month, maybe. So even if my shit goes sideways right now, I live in a country that looks out for both people, not just the ladies. That's my post-nut clarity. Yours is, even if you got a good one today, she can make your life a living hell tomorrow. Yeah, I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that. The brother forgot he turned off his and it was only for like 4 or 5 seconds. He forgot that he turned his camera off, Bobby. He didn't turn the camera off and did turn the mic off. And I remember his girl coming in she walked in from this side. She walked in from this side. I remember the door opening and she just snapped off. I thought I told your ass to watch them damn kids. You need to get off that damn YouTube and do what I said. And we're talking about a dude that was happy, fun-loving, cool, no issue dude. I don't know. I honestly believe on a spiritual level, it is some real warfare going on. Now, on the spiritual level, I do too, brother. The Bible says we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers and high places. Yes. That and or the government. I would say and. And I wouldn't be surprised that if majority of these females are under some type of spell. I'm going to tell you this. I'm not around long enough. I wasn't around long enough to find out what they up under. I'm out. I don't care if they putting something in the water or putting something in the chicken. I don't care if they clone Tyrone. I don't care about none of, dude, my goal was to get out of there ASAP. It was not Neo's job to be in the Matrix and ask everybody, don't you know you in the Matrix? Just think about it. Think about it, how the movie would have turned out if Neo would have took the red pill and then tried to go back to the Matrix to warn everybody that they was in the Matrix. That's the problem with the red pill movement. They took the red pill. That means get the hell up out of there. That's what Neo did. That's what Morpheus did. That's what everybody did. They didn't go back and try to change what was going on in the real world. They didn't try to talk to politicians in the movie Matrix. You didn't have Morpheus sitting up there talking about, well, if I could just get to the president and explain to him and the leaders of the world, explain to them that this is the Matrix. They didn't do none of that shit, did they? Nope. They let the Matrix be what it was. They did not try to change the Matrix. I am Morpheus. My job is not to help change the Matrix. My job is to present before the red pill, before the blue pill. They didn't try to change shit. Some of y'all dudes try to sit up there and be in the United States because y'all only there because of guilt. I said it. Some of y'all ain't got no kids to raise. I'm going to tell you something. Out of the 100, and I thought about this a couple of days ago, out of the 100 plus consultations that we've done over the last, I say a good 11 to about a good year. Statistically, over 70 to 80% of y'all don't even have any kids. It will amaze you how many dudes, especially brothers, ain't got no kids. And I'm talking about over 30, over 40, some of y'all ain't got one child. So that myth of all the black men having babies, that's some bullshit that they try to sell you in the Matrix. Now, is it your job to run from? Is it my job to run around and go to every podcast and tell women, wait a minute, all these men ain't got kids, y'all lying. No, that ain't my job. I don't give up. Say what you want about passport bros. I don't give up. Say what you want about statistically men do this and men ain't doing it. I don't give up what they got to say. My job is to get by any means necessary. And if it takes me 10 years to do it, so be it. So be it. Y'all got to get to that point. If y'all serious, if you, like I said, this channel is for guys that are on the fence of whether you want to do it, whether you don't. Some of you dudes don't have kids, so you to feel guilty about. Well, I got to raise my kids, so I got love in the United States. Okay, cool. Some of y'all like me, your parents have already passed on, so you ain't taking care of your parents. Some of y'all is just you, maybe a couple siblings. It's just you. And you sitting around the United States like you owe it something. What? Come on. You ain't in the military no more. What do you owe the United States if you won't have no kids? Your mama and them already passed on. If you take care of mama and them, okay, cool. If you take care of kids, cool. Or you got a sister or a brother, special needs person in your life that you need to take care of, I got you. But if you just a regular dude that ain't got shit else but you and a female, she got to go. I ain't about to hang out in the United States just because of some coochie that I'm familiar with. Half y'all in the United States because of comfortable coochie. I said it. The coochie is right there, laying on the bed next to you. It's convenient coochie. Just add water. That's the only reason you still with her. Okay, I always got to play the bad guy. Cool, I'll take that. Dude, I like what Kevin Samuels said. He said, some of you dudes, the only reason you with your woman is because you ain't got enough money to be with the type of woman you want to be with. He said, and it was a live stream that somebody, the Obsidian was playing today. He was playing some Kevin Samuels' old videos on Obsidian Ali. Shout out to Obsidian. Make sure you guys subscribe. And Kevin said, if some of you guys had $5 million, he said, if some of you guys have $500,000, the chick that you've been with for the last few years, you would have got rid of her ass as soon as you start making that $500,000. And some of you dudes know it. As soon as you make that $500,000, so some of you dudes, if y'all cracked $100,000, that big bitch that you laying next to right now, you would be leaving. I'm going to leave you with this raggedy apartment. I'm going to leave you with your loud ass kids. I'm going to leave you with these unnecessary bills. Them your college bills. Those ain't my college bills. Those your college bills you got me going to work, working 2 jobs and 10 hours and 15-hour days and shifts for. I am out. I make over 100,000. I'm out this mother. Some of y'all would have been left up. The only reason some of y'all dudes still with some of the women y'all with, because you broke. Let's be real. And what I mean by broke is you don't feel that you make enough to get the quality of woman that you really want to be with. So you compromise with the comfortable, convenient coochie. She here is winner. Let me go and keep her around. Whether she's sexy or fine, I'm not saying that all y'all got unattractive women. Most of y'all got some beautiful women in y'all lives. But you know, if you was making 6 figures or 7 figures, would she be the one that you would keep? Hell no. Hell no. Man, me and Andrea and her brother were in the restaurant the other day. I don't know if I told you guys this. We see a brother walk in. Andrea said he from the States. I said, how can you tell? She said, look at his woman. I'll repeat that. Andrea says, I didn't notice the dude until Andrea said, look, he's from the States. And I said, how can you tell he's from the States? Look like a regular brother down here. She said, look at his woman. This sister had to be 5'8", 5'9". We got tall women in Colombia too. But she had on one of those see-through Sierra showing the ass out type of, where the dress part is like a see-through curtain type of shit. And so it looked like she got on a 2-piece Barbie, bikini. But this chick she wasn't fine. She was not physically attractive, and she wasn't ugly. It wasn't nothing about her that makes you want to say, I'm gonna bring her to Colombia. And I'm looking at this dude. He was not an unattractive dude. He was just a regular looking everyday brother. But I'm thinking to myself, you drug that from the States. And you could look at the women. All Andrea noticed, and I stopped looking at him, and I stopped listening to Andrea. I'm looking at all the other people looking at her like, what the is she wearing in Colombia around kids? See, you can pull that off in the States, that sheer see-through Sierra with your butt cheeks hanging out type of outfit. That's in the States. Women don't care about how they look in the States a lot of times. Not all women, but many women. You can do that, but you cannot pull that off in Colombia. What's the most Colombians gonna wear? That's gonna look a little sexy. A little crop, they're gonna show their stomach, little crop top shirt. Maybe a shirt that's a little shaped like a bra. They gonna show their little abs. That's the most you gonna see Colombian women do. But you ain't gonna see them with that hanging all out, cheeks all hanging out. Even pay for play don't even dress like that. And that's what y'all want to be with for L, huh? That's what y'all want to be with for life. Y'all willing to die on that hill. Y'all really, and I'm not talking about you dudes and some of you dudes like you, Dre, I got 15 more years before I retire. I got you. I'm with you on that. Some of you dudes got jobs to where, I'm stacking, I'm working, I'm doing what I need to do. So in 5 years or 10 years or 2 years or 15 years, I'm out of here. I got you, because that's how foreigners do. They come to America, stack their money, send it back home, and get the fuck out. I got you. I'm with you on that. I really am. But as for you dudes that stay in the United States because you feel guilty if you leave, like you feel like I must not be an American, or I'm deserting my sisters and brotherhood, my queens. Brother, let that go. Because those sisters, those same ones you calling queens, will desert your ass in a New York minute. They deserting y'all right now. Do you think that it's the sisters or do you think these sisters gonna go down to the child support officers and tell them to take your child support and lower it? In the United States? Oh, do you think these women gonna tell, oh, you know what? Judge, lower the alimony. He shouldn't have to pay that much. Oh, are they gonna say that? Oh, so they ain't gonna tell them to lower the child support for you. They aren't gonna tell them to lower the alimony. Women are not gonna go to the judges and to Congress and tell them you need to change the no-fault divorce laws to where we have to have a reason to divorce men. They are not gonna go to courts and tell them or tell Congress to change the no-fault divorce laws, are they? No. Anybody have any woman that says, yes, this is unfair, we need to change the divorce laws to where we can't just wake up one morning and just divorce our husband for no reason and take half his shit? Oh, so you waiting for all that to happen? You will be dead and gone. I'll be dead and gone. Before that ever happens. I'm gonna put it like this. LGBTQ will have more rights than you as a man in the United States within the next 10 years. So you keep your happy ass right where you at. Keep on keeping hope alive, thinking that all of us are just playing games and that this passport bro, passport kings, blue book gentlemen, red pill, manosphere is just a bunch of dudes talking shit on YouTube. When these cameras go off, and regular life happens, it's good women here, and we can go for it. Keep your ass out there. No matter how good your woman is, the laws aren't. I don't care if you got the sweetest Florence Nightingale woman on your side. When she fart, butterflies come out. I don't care, because at the end of the day, the laws in the states are still skewed to support her at any point in time. There are women that during divorce sometimes don't want shit. I just want to be free. He can have it all. And their attorney will talk them into still taking your shit. I know, but you got to think about the kids. I know you don't want anything from him, I understand. But what about the children? You should at least go for child support for the children. And you should at least get half of, you were there for him, were you not? Her attorney will talk her into taking half your shit, even if she's a good woman. And I ain't trying to scare somebody. I'm just trying to be honest. I ain't trying to scare you. This ain't no scared straight episode. If your woman is good, the laws aren't good. I'll say it again. You could have a wonderful woman in the United States. You better hope that you are on this side of 50% of divorces, because if you on this side of 50% of divorces, all hell has no fury than the courts in the United States, because they coming for that ass. Even though you got a good woman, you better not dare let her wake up 10 years later questioning whether she want to be with you, questioning if she's straight or gay, questioning if she wants to be in a relationship with anybody. Because many of these women, I don't want a relationship anymore. You better hope your crypto investing ass, your Vanguard savings account, EFT having ass, your pension owning Roth IRA having ass, you better hope she don't never get a glimmer of wanting to be something other than your wife. Because the way the laws are set up in the United States, you are ass out. I wish I could put it any other way. I wish I could make it nice and put a bow around it and put feathers in it. But bruh, that's the truth. She could be a good woman, but there are not good laws. until you come to that conclusion. This is one of the reasons why many men are taking advantage of passports. And you can ask your woman, or you can ask yourself, name 2 laws in marriage that benefit the man. If you were to file for divorce, name 2 laws. I just said name 2 laws. We got plenty of them that benefit the woman. Name 2 laws during the divorce that will benefit you as a man financially. Unless you like a Monique, you marrying a Monique or a Mary J. Blige that got so much money ahead of you that they end up paying child support. I mean, they end up paying alimony, which is so, or like Whoopi Goldberg, rare cases. 99.9% of alimony cases, women are getting the money. You guys can't name 2 laws that benefit you in your own country. If you're the woman decide, you're good woman, decide, fuck this, I'm out. Now, 2 laws? Y'all can't name 2 laws. We got 50,000 people living, we got 61 people from 50 states right now. Can't none of y'all name 2 laws? It ain't 2, it ain't none. That's why we can't name none. There aren't 2 laws to benefit you in a divorce with a good woman. Least long with a woman that's bad and angry and spiteful and evil. I'm saying with a good woman. Can you imagine going through a divorce and somebody that's spiteful and evil? And y'all want to keep your ass in the States like it's really about to change. It's going to change, right? In my life, dude, it won't be changing on your deathbed. I say it again. In the next 10 years, LGBTQ will have more rights than you. You think I'm playing? They'll have way more rights than straight men. Way more rights. Go ahead, keep on playing like this is a game. And if you can just hang around and Andre just talking and we just eating popcorn and kiki cat and Andre having drinks and Friday night drinking hand, it's funny. These cameras gotta go off. These cameras gotta go off. After these live streams and after all this shit that you watch us talk about, these cameras gotta go off. And when they go off, what side of life are you on? Are you still dealing with that bullshit in the States or bullshit that could eventually happen? That's the part about the States that get me too. Even if you ain't in no bullshit, the fact that it could eventually happen. Now, am I saying that is there any perfect country and come to Colombia? No. I ain't saying there's no perfect country, and I'm not saying come to Colombia, because the country that might be perfect for you might be Brazil, might be Ecuador, might be Mexico, might be Thailand, might be parts of Africa or Europe. But the fact that you live in a country where you can potentially lose all the shit that you worked for the last 15 years and lose it to a good woman, least long a woman that could care less about you, you gonna ride that out, bro. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Ride it the fuck out. I want to see I've been doing this YouTube going on 5 years next April. God willing, I'm around for 5 more years. I want to see how your 5 years look at mine. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Because in 5 years, some of y'all gonna still be in the same bullshit that you dealing with. Complaining about shit that's going on in the States. In 5 years, women gonna have so much mental control over men. I'm gonna tell you how it works. Women right now have so much mental control over men in the States. They can say shit that's statistically not even true, and y'all believe it right now. Because they know that y'all ain't gonna research shit. I give you a perfect example. Women brag about having the most degrees in education. They never tell you that they're 2/3 of the college debt, or of the billions of college debt. Women make up 2/3. That means as soon as you get with one that got them degrees, your ass will be paying on her college debt. even if it's in a roundabout way. That means money coming out of the family household that could have went to other things, but she got college debt she needs to pay off. Mr. I'm marrying degrees. But they'll sell it as Black Girl Rock. They'll talk about women are buying houses and property at an all-time high. They'll never tell you the fact that women are the number one in the country right now for evictions. They'll never tell you that. Oh, and car repos. They got y'all so damn brainwashed to believe that black girls rock and all that bullshit. They'll tell you it's more women that travel than men travel. Absolutely correct. Ask them how many women travel outside the United States and they actually are married and happy. It ain't that many. Passport sisters being ran out of countries. We just had one passport sister get killed in I forget what part of Africa it was. They just recently. Poor sister. They'll never tell you that story. They got you brothers so brainwashed in the States to believe that if you don't take us, no other woman will want you. There are millions of men that are right now like this because a woman in the States broke your heart and got you thinking that if you don't have an American woman or that particular one, your life is over. She took my kids. She got half my money. My life is, and you are willing to delete yourself instead of giving yourself a second or third chance. They got y'all up in the head. I mean that. I sit back and I watch my brothers. See, it's easy to be in the States in the middle of it. And if I talk like this, well, he just complaining, he just bitching, he just this and that. But now that I don't live in the States, I can talk like this because I watch from the outside. I can actually see what's going on. I've asked you guys questions to validate what I'm seeing. So I don't just sit back and say shit. I'll ask you guys, like, is it just me or is this that? No, Dre, that if a lot of you do that I've done consultations with, one of the questions I asked y'all is it that bad in the States? Is dating that bad? And all y'all have the same answer. Dre, is worse than what they're saying on YouTube. It's worse than what you think. Everyone, not one dude has told me, Dre, it's bad, but it ain't as bad as they saying, Dre. You know, they hyping it up on YouTube and Facebook. It ain't that bad on, people on Facebook just talking. I ain't never heard nobody say that. All you dudes, every time I do a consultation, every time we're in a WhatsApp group, every time we're sitting out here having a beer, I ask that question. I got a question, dude. I'm just trying to be sure. Is it that bad when it comes to dating in the United States? Is sister that bad? Or is YouTube exaggerating like a cartoon? Nah, bro, it's that bad. So to end this conversation, when it comes to post-nut clarity, the one thing I wish that more men gave themselves when it came to post-nut clarity is this. I wish there were more men that gave yourselves a chance to live outside the United States and see how it is. And I don't care if you give yourself a chance in a few years. I don't care if you give yourselves a chance in 1 year. I don't care if it take you 10 years to where the kids get grown. I wish there were more men that said, well, the worst that can happen is I go back to the States. So let me give myself a chance to live outside the country and see what the fuck happened. I wish there was more men that was willing to do that. I kid you not. Shout out to my brother Martel in the building. Once again, hey Andre, I will be keeping you posted. I will do a consultation with you before making a trip to Colombia, my man. All right, brother. Thank you for the super chat. And yes, reach out to me, man. I got your back in regards to that. I really do. I just updated a lot of information yesterday. I literally took half my day and updated a lot of consultation information that I didn't think about when I first started doing consultation. So I've evolved it. I got bits of information here, bits of information there. I share bits of information. I said, you know what, Andre, just put it all together. And so now I have a new questionnaire that I use, and I have new information to where everything is just one in order. So much of the information that we talk about, I could just send it in an email to where you automatically get all that great information, and even more after we talk during a consultation. So much, everything from eSIM cards that you can download online onto your phone instead of having to worry about getting a regular SIM card when you get to Colombia or whatever country, to the Groupons. You know, there's a lot of Groupon deals down here. They got it's called Couponetics down here. They got 2 more. I've got that off in there. You know, I didn't talk about in a consultation. It's just so much more information that's in the consultations now, that I was really proud that I sat down and just really went through everything. Now, next week is Patreon week. I'm going through as much as possible to update all that I've done. I appreciate all you guys that support us on the Patreon. I really do in all sincerity. And I just got so much more information I want to share with you guys there. I know starting next week, we're going to be celebrating, you know, the festival starting next week, but I know it's going to take some days to really focus on the Patreon supporters. So shout out to you guys that support us by way of Patreon. My man El Grimm is in the building representing. He said most brothers from the States have that Stockholm syndrome. That's true. And think obese, trashy, ignorant is the move. But I'm so ready to bounce. My flight to Cali is tomorrow for the Petronio Festival. What time you get here? Let me know what time you get here. I think Andre's got something to do tomorrow. I gotta find out what our schedule is tomorrow. But let me know what time you get here. Shoot me an email. aspence2011@gmail. aspence2011@gmail. Thank you guys for the super chats. We're gonna wind this down because I know some of you guys gotta go to work in the morning. It is going on 1 o'clock on the States. He said, ain't no guilt here. He said, shit, ain't no guilt here. You right about none. He said, you're right. I don't know none at 55. And that has been strategic. No laws. Yeah, no laws. So glad I dodged that bullet. I have just a few more moves to make. My mind was made up before the CVD. Yeah, man, I'm just trying to share information. Shout out to my man Tony in the building. Traveling Tony 90. Thanks for being here, brother. He said, great live, brother. I'm glad that you guys were here. You guys supported. You guys encouraged. I appreciate it all. He said, Asians are not the most educated. He said there are more white men and women, men and or women in college and graduated than any race in America. Good information. Don't give me this percentage BS. I go by the numbers, not percentages. Good point. Good point. He says, in 3.5 years, I'm out of this bitch. I'm out of this bitch. Back to Jamaica. I ain't mad at you, brother. With the house for me and my mom. Shout out to mom in the building. With a little land and farm. You know, one of my favorite stories before I let you guys go. One of my favorite stories, man, that keep me more motivated, keep me level. There was once a fisherman in a foreign country, and there was a businessman. I don't know if you guys ever heard. You can look it up. I'm paraphrasing, but the story is called the Businessman and the Fisherman. And the businessman came to the fisherman's town, and he was like, "Wow, man, you catch a lot of fish." He said, "What do you do with your fish?" He said, "Well, I sell some." He said, and the rest of it I give to my friends, and we just sit around playing music and having drinks. And he was like, "Man, do you not know that you can make more money by opening up a fish shop here?" He said, "Why would I do that?" He said, "So you can open up several fish shops here." He said, so why would I do that? He said, so you could open up a large, either a franchise or you can mass manufacture your fish. Why would I do that? So you can start making billions around the world and have people working for you. He said, why would I do that? He said, so you can one day retire. He said, you don't get it. One day you can retire and then you could just fish with your friends and play music and have drinks. He said, I already fish with my friends, play my music, and have my drinks. We've been programmed in the United States to think that it takes a lot to enjoy life. You can still save up for the future. You can still leave a legacy, and you don't have to go broke trying to do it. I'm living proof. I'm leaving monies to the kids, life insurance policies to the kids, land to the kids, and I do not have to become a multimillionaire to do it. Give me time. You can have your millions. I ain't hating on the millions, but if I had a choice between the time of life that I can enjoy or the millions of dollars, I had the millions. Give me the life where I can leave money for the legacy and enjoy the life that I have here in South America. In other words, I'm already fishing, I'm already playing my music, and I'm already enjoying my friends. I'm out of here. You guys have a great evening. I appreciate you all, man. I really do. See you guys this Friday night drink in hand. We're going to talk about the festival. I'm out of here. Oh, yeah. That was a great live stream. I appreciate you guys.